All right, back. A little bit of issues. We just cleared up a little bit. We're back now on the PBKC Live.
What do you think? That's a play for aces.
Huh? What?
That's a play for aces. No, not him or anybody. Like with that kind of raise 4,500. You ask him.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where it is.
I thought you was going to put it on.
It was like aces.
Call 600.
I know.
Only
That's
Six
what I
one from
that you can think
Chris
is
there.
aces there. Two aces, most likely.
Jude is the bet.
I thought you was going to go on his name.
Wait.
Raise.
Raise.
1100.
1100. 15, 1500. Sorry about that.
I know, I'm gonna hold it because it's a small raise.
I'm just saying since you asked.
I was just like, oh, let me call Church on
No,
real quick.
I know. You're asking him, but
Heads up.
my analysis, I'm telling you.
No, that's what I thought too. In my head. That's why it took so long to call.
To play for aces.
I wasn't raising. I was never raising.
Of course.
You did it early when I make it
Alright, so that doesn't help anybody this early. Right.
when you ship it with ace.
Yeah, but that's a 3.
Chris has 9 outs here currently.
Check back.
I remember. A 4 bet.
That is not one of them.
That's not one of them, nope. I need 10, I need 9, I need queen. Street going for Chris, but he needs help. But he does bet 3,000.
Call 3000.
Open calls, I believe him. Middle card is a ace, so that'll get called with check mark. For 2 pair. There's checks.
And a weakness.
Yep, absolutely. No one question. Cole's in the driver's seat now. Oh, Foldham's in the house. Hey, Foldham. Happy New Year to you. As Cole bets something there, 4,800 maybe. Doesn't matter.
It's a freeze out. This one?
Yeah.
The way we are playing it seems like that, right?
Yeah.
Those crazy all-ins have stopped.
Yeah.
I think.
Jude is the bet. Raise to 2,000. Heads up.
Oh man, what's going on?
Heads up. Checks.
This is 7.
Yes. Thank you. That's 2,500.
I think it's seat 6, man. But that's okay.
Mine's right.
Mike Fri it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so Hugh with 3 deuce,
Yeah, I
Two
did
did.
that. I just wanted boxes. Thank you.
32 love.
600 bet.
I could see Cole 3 betting here.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's what it is.
Watch me do it all day.
Raise
Yep.
2,000.
2K. That's all Rami now. King deuce suits to the fold. Yep.
Got a couple of new players coming in.
Call 2,000.
Chris. King 7. He's going to call as well. I think. He's all in.
Raise all in.
All you can eat.
$2 or less, or a little more? Okay, a little more.
A little more, 6,400.
Yep.
Now we got another all in. Pots of brewing. Just Paul, if you want to see any more, you're gonna have to put it all in there.
I don't know if I commit with Queen 10 with no information yet. I don't know if I can do that. Yep. So to fold that, take the losses, and
That's a good fold.
yeah. Don't get too tied to your hand because you put in 2,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the faster you lay it down, the faster
Yeah.
you can see another hand.
Right. Don't forget about the hand. All right, here we go.
Ooh. You should have called.
Yeah.
Folded Queen 10.
Yeah, but again,
King 7's gonna take
how
it.
often is he gonna hit that spot like that and hit double queens? I mean, it's very rare.
Hate to see that flop.
It's like easy to play the results. I mean, we get it, but you're not.
It's a good lay down.
Out of 10 times, it's happened maybe once,
Yeah,
and that's maybe once.
maybe.
If you got two other people in the hand, on top of that. Heads up, I can see maybe a chance, maybe a attempt it, but
You gotta figure you're ahead of one of them, but maybe not both.
right.
I think you didn't flap. I think you didn't flap.
Well, he might kick himself for a little bit here. Let's see if he gets tilted.
But that's the thing too. You gotta
Raise.
Control the tilt.
control your emotions. This is a long marathon. You're not playing a cash game.
Or you put it
a,
all in now and you buy in again.
You're not playing a regular tournament we do on Fridays. Not named multi.
You got a new flight starting in an hour and a half.
If you're trying to win this whole thing, you're gotta commit 16 plus hours to this thing. So,
Yeah, it's a lot of poker. That's for sure.
oh yeah, lots of hands.
Both of us watching.
Can't imagine how many hands you spend in 2 days. I don't know if that was me. I'll be falling asleep.
It's gotta be
Fall asleep.
over 1,000 hands.
Right. I'll be falling asleep, dreaming of hands.
Maybe that's bad math. 50 hands an hour, 40 hands an hour, and shuffle.
A little less than that, because you gotta figure players tank the hand too. Also on top of that, so you got a
So
little
maybe
more than
like
that.
maybe like 600 hands.
Yeah.
16 hours.
It will speed up a little bit as you get into the, you know. All right, so new hand here.
Missing our graphics.
There it is.
There it is.
Raise 2,100.
I think speed is raised. I think.
Uh-oh. And there it goes. I believe he raised to 16, but it looks like there's 21 out there.
21, 25. That blue or black?
Hard to tell.
Yeah, the blue and black goes you off sometimes. You got me once already today.
Heads up.
Yeah, 21.
21.
I want to cold. Cold is cold. Ooh,
Check, check.
I'll have 5 outs. You feel the lead.
And there he is.
There's a 10. All caught up. Check. Deep. Move him up. Card.
Jack.
So Cole with a check mark there with his 10s. Something here that maybe Steve can maybe represent a 6 here, but I don't think I want to do that.
You good, bro. I got Queen High.
I got 10.
Yeah. I thought maybe there's a chance that Steve would represent the straight, but
I missed a better return.
something that pot to get to. It's not worth the pot.
Yep. Only 5K in the pot.
Yeah, exactly. Small pot, you'll lose more money.
9
I don't know. Be cute.
you got.
I know you're feeling. I'm not betting until I have it.
Sounds like blinds are growing up.
You got lucky on me.
Mm-hmm.
Only got lucky on you for 2K.
Either that or we're turning on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Full difference there.
Every time I hear that bell, I think of flying out somewhere.
Call 6.
I need a vacation somewhere. I need to go away.
Well, luckily for you, we were right across from the airport.
Yeah,
You could do that right after work.
I could. Then my wife would yell at me, "Where the hell have you been?"
Just bring her back a gift. It'll be okay.
Doesn't look like my house, actually. She needs help with the kids.
Tell her to come meet you.
Yeah.
We got a lot of players in this hand. Are we gonna have a family pot?
Oh,
I don't
looks
think
like
our
it.
screen is big enough.
I don't think.
Staying 2K. Staying 2K.
I don't think I've seen a screen go nine-handed like this, where it's all pre-flop and it's like, wow,
Got 8 players to a
Yeah.
flop. 2 of them
Pretty
having a
screen
pocket
there.
pair.
All right.
Sixes.
So who's that help? That
That helped
helps.
pocket 6s.
There it is,
And
Paul.
Steve,
35.
Steve flops a flush draw.
Definitely space to make a move somewhere.
Call
The
35.
sixes ain't dominant. Somebody can rep the king here, but why bother?
Oh, he's got a set of 6s.
Oh, set. Oh, yeah, set. I'm sorry. Yes.
It's a little strong.
Though
There he
Steve
goes.
has a straight flush draw.
Straight flush draw. Got 80% of a
Flush
flush.
draw. Yep. So he's definitely in the lead by 2% there. Isn't poker great?
And after all those hands, I only saw 1-7 in play.
It's all in here. My mic.
Mike flops 2 pair. Thinks he might be good.
Little does he know.
Bottom set shoved before him.
Right.
34,100.
I think we're gonna see a 3-way all in right now.
Let's see this. I'm Steve. I do the same thing too. So you got how many outs he has here? You can't see how many outs he has right now, but he has any heart,
Uh-oh.
straight flush draw, straight draw. You know, he has a lot of outs.
He's got a lot of outs. At least 10.
So a little bit of sweat here. Did Paul stay in hand? Yeah, did Paul stay in hand? Yeah.
No way he's folding. It's the bottom set. Oh,
And
open ender now. Give Steve more outs.
he catch.
Missed. No.
He's got the main
3 of clubs on the river. Set's gonna take it down.
side.
Paul took it down. Yeah, Paul took it down with a set of sixes.
What was it? 34.
There's side action though, I think too.
13,800.
A little fireworks there, a little bit.
Yeah. Paul's happy with that.
I mean, Steve did the
After
right,
laying down his queen 10.
and Steve did the right thing here because you have any straight, any heart, any. I mean, he has 20 outs there, which you could.
And the turn gave him even more outs.
Right. Unfortunately, you can't see the outs unless it's heads up. So, but yeah, in a good spot there. Priced in. Play that right. As long as they come out.
Better than sharp stick.
Had to have had like 10 outs there on the turn.
If I was Paul, sweat my ass off that one.
Oh, yes.
It's 2 cards to go.
King, an 8, a 7, queen, or any heart. Anything. Any of those beat him.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to sweat.
Like 1 card, I'm feeling a little better, but 2 cards,
Not sweating,
you know, like
right?
get the whole.
That's a big sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get chips. That's it.
800.
I would have had a king ball. If I would have had a king ball. Right. King's ball. That's right.
Draw, open, low straight, high straight, flush. None of you guys got to draw hard.
Paul for the Paul 800.
Raise 3,100. The bet.
I think it's Serena Hardy says Hugh Hardy is my champion.
C4.
People.
Re-raise.
I wish I had more chips.
Japanese things says his team sing. Maybe that's a seat 9.
Ace queen. That's you. Jack.
Raise. You had to have a queen, huh?
Alright, we got a raise.
You can't win on this table.
Ace king, queen, jack. Here we go.
A 9. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Fresky. Yep. All
Two pair
down.
ace.
2 pair. Ryan's gone.
Wow. What a chain of events for Paul after folding that.
I'm telling you. And that's the
He
beauty
got
of this game,
rewarded.
though.
You got rewarded for laying it down.
Yep.
No,
You never quite out of it. You stick to the hand or two, a couple all-ins, and you're back in the game. And
Instead of
Paul,
knocking out seed 3, he knocked out seed 2.
and Paul's back in the little attack again now. Like that. And not far behind first chip count leader on this table. Of course, this is a feature table, especially. So remember, this is one part of a larger story here. I think we have 160 plus players, he said earlier. And reference is open until Wednesday middle break.
176.
176 is counting.
And more to come. Got a whole nother flight starting at 4.
Correct.
4:15.
Ace queen, ace king.
Will they register this one?
And still late registration into this one until 6 o'clock.
Raise 2,000. Re-raise to 5,000.
I hear you.
5,000.
They see that one, right?
2,500.
2 queens and 3 of flop. Or Cole gets a 2 pair.
Makes you wait more. Hold or
Virtual nuts at this point.
Jiggities.
those teams will come before. Where they wanted right.
800 is the bet.
I like the 5-4 suit.
Raise 2,200. Call 22. Three players.
That helps Mike. Well, Steve's in lead, but Mike has a flush draw.
Flush draw, yeah.
According to experts, cold temperatures can make a drowsy result in the following modern temperatures. How you drink pop out.
Heads up now.
Well, that's gonna slow down everybody a little bit here.
Yeah, okay, Mike has 10 outs. Any spade, queen of 7.
Check back.
I would have loved to see the jack of spades come out, but Steve is holding it.
But apparently, he thinks it's higher. That's what. Exactly.
Or misread your hand.
See that? Put it down.
Or misread.
I put 5,000 on exactly what I had.
When you saw it, it was up. I mean, you don't have to double check if you think you have a jack. Or king deuce. Almost.
Chris is gonna go all in here with pocket fives. I mean, it's the right move based on his chip stack here, I guess. He's not in a bad spot, but I mean, judging from what, he hasn't really done much, so we're trying to steal some blinds here.
Sometimes you just got to take that move
I mean, isolate
and pray.
get heads up, and hopefully fives hold up on the way through in a showdown.
If he's lucky, 7 deuce calls him.
Yeah. I mean, he's only at 5, but he's representing something a little higher than that. So.
61?
He's going to take it down.
Yeah, that's still more chips.
3-2K.
There you go.
That pays for his blinds coming up. I know he's big.
Yep. Gotta think broadly.
480.
Position else made him do that because he put in chips in anyway. That's his hand anyway on the blind. So I'll take a step at it.
Mike picking up AK off. He's looking down, grabbing some chips. Don't know what he has, but the last few times we've seen this, it's been the ace of hearts. And another card.
1225.
Steve makes the call. I can safely assume he has that ace of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Back to you.
Unfortunately for Steve, well, if that was the case, 2 of those aces are already gone.
Well, hopefully he's suited that he won't be worried about the ace as much.
Right.
Who's your chance?
Yeah, I was almost. You wasn't gonna call. I mean, I have a decent enough hand where I could.
4
I'm
players.
not afraid to get called, but
Somebody would call you in that hand.
You're first.
Queen, 7, 10. Roundy picks up the bottom pair.
Checks.
So on the break, 50.
Rami's going to take a stab at it with bottom pair.
2,000.
6,200. Pretty nice stab.
It is.
Half pot.
And he's ahead. So Mike,
We don't quite know what Steve has. He could
Right.
be holding ace-7. Could be holding 10. Queen. Ace-queen. Mike makes the call with ace-king. Hoping for a jack. Steve lays it down.
38 is your change. Heads up action.
Rami taking another stab at it for 11K.
Yep.
Takes it down.
Buddy moves for your next dealer, guys.
all right. So enjoy your break, Mike. We'll see you in about 30 minutes.
Sounds good, buddy.
Oak Tide is about to return to the booth.
I don't know which one.
Finish right. 4 and 8, please, for your next dealer.
Which one? What suit? Did I show
As I move over real quick, can't really see behind the whole inside baseball here, but Oak Tide, Happy New Year to you. Glad to be back with you back in the booth here after a few weeks of no streams. I haven't done a stream in 3 weeks actually.
Me neither. It's been a little hiatus.
Yeah.
It was just funny because I was just asking somebody, like, when do you stop saying Happy New Year? So,
Every year I ask that question, and I get mixture of answers. Like some people will liberal and says, yeah, we have until the end of the month to do it.
right,
There were some that said today in a break room, nope,
right.
it's overdue already. Like I say for at least the first week or two, and then I'm pretty much baked
Easily
in.
the first week, you haven't seen somebody,
Right.
honestly, you want to wish them a Happy New Year. This year is going to be the year 2023
It's been a year.
for me.
Same
I'm claiming it.
New Year, same new you or same you?
Better me. So it's not like I've changed. It's improved.
Yeah. We like to always start the clean slate, with a new year.
No, you got chips, huh?
Yeah, I hopefully.
That's all a mental thing too. I believe also too. Like, you want to have a baseline. Okay, I did something different, and I get that. Do we really change as people though?
You can. You absolutely can. The first thing you need to do is change the way you think about things. But we have an all-in player here.
Oh.
Not to interrupt. Not to interrupt our conversation. We have an all-in player.
Here's my question: what does Jay have?
Question: what does Jay have?
You took a stab.
Jay's in the hijack. He's not the all-in player. Chris is, right?
So the last hand or 2 hands ago, Chris pushed a 5.
Okay.
And it held. It didn't go to showdown. Everybody folded him.
Right.
Now he has 9. Now he has 9s, and he's
right.
Trying a second stab at it.
Yeah. The graphics are off a little bit because Cole had folded the hand here.
Yeah.
So it says a call from Cole, but that's not the person. And then Rami's thinking about making a call as well. So we have Jay who made the call with the surprise hand because I guess they weren't in the reader box. So the mystery hand, we'll call it, right?
Yeah.
What can you assume they could be?
Well, it's hard to tell. I got to see what he does here.
He just flat called. He didn't re-raise, so he might have a big pocket pair or ace king, ace queen.
Trying to bring more value for the hand.
Just didn't feel right.
Oh, Cole does have his cards. Okay, so we do have 3 ways to a flop.
Yeah.
All right, great. I thought Cole had folded his hand, but I was looking at the wrong box. So here is a flop. Now Cole could be in the lead, right? Top pair, Jack 8 deuce flop. It's good
because we don't know Jay's hand. Yes, that's definitely a possibility.
Right.
What we do know is Chris is behind.
that is pretty much the truth.
So we know.
We're speaking the truth in 2023.
Yep. But I guess
we'll find out.
Are we going to be more transparent in 2023?
No. So interesting though is a bet and a call.
Side pot.
We do have a side pot brewing. Ooh, nice little turn. What do? I check here.
I check and let everybody bet into me.
Yeah, I get tricky. I go check. I go, oh, maybe even shake my head. No, put the Hollywood acting.
Of course.
Like you thank the Academy for this
Absolutely,
award.
without question. Without question. Like, dang.
Yeah, right. The worst.
And then you show me cards. I'll get 2 jacks.
How you spell your name?
You, H-U-G-A.
Poker be so brutal. Sometimes I swear.
Hey, look, he's on the same page. He did a little checky check thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when check the river.
River. The 10. Full house.
Row your boat.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere you look.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yep. Full house.
That was a show, wasn't it? A show, Full House.
You're showing your age now. Of course it's a show, dude.
I don't remember.
Dude, that show came out. You were like, also, you're 10 years older than me. So you were 17 when that show came out.
Okay. Has nothing to do with poker, by the way.
That's okay.
So here it is. You definitely got to put a bet out there. Now the pot's 70,000, right? It's almost 71,000. What kind of half bet do you put out there? 35K, 40K? Do you go over bet to make it look bluffy? I mean, you can't check here because you got to check back on the turn. So
Right.
Let's see if he makes the right bet, gets value. I kind of like the bet. I don't like the way he threw it out there, though. I would have bet it out a little more sheepishly, you know? Like, I'm not sure if I want to put this out.
You're all about the Hollywood, aren't you?
A lot of it. Trust me, it makes a difference, you know? Whether you get value for a call. Jay looks like he's thinking about it, though. Jay, don't stack up the chips. Don't do it. Don't go all in. Nah. Okay, so what Jay's doing, it's called doing a little Hollywood itself TV time. It looks like it's an easy fold for him, but he's just what's posturing?
Yeah,
posturing.
I mean, what could Jay have that's possibly beat this hand?
Yeah,
really, I don't see it.
Right, because if he definitely had ace king, this is
a nuts. I mean, this hand's a nuts.
Right, there's nothing that beats Jack 10.
Right.
There's nothing that beats Jack 10 full house. And there's a lay down. I wish we had seen his cards though. We were guessing. Full house takes down the whole pot. And Chris,
Your nine's no good.
see you at the registration line. Hope you fire another bullet. Cole played that hand pretty well. I think he did a good job. Now we have a dead button. Bang!
Daddy.
Button is dead.
It's what, 2 seats open now? C2 and C3?
Correct the mundo.
Get those full soon, sure.
Yeah, we'll get players to fill in, then we have to pick them off another table. This table itself was randomly selected players.
I was drooling to hear about the rip.
The player with the most experience in probably the biggest Hendon mob would be C9, which we call C10. Rami, he's a professional. He's a really good player. He actually won one of our tournaments a couple weeks ago or a month ago. I remember him taking down the tournament here. He's been playing poker for a long time. Yeah. He fires out a nice little bet.
I thought you were for a second when you were counting your chips go over time. I'm like, we play a vote over vote here. Or you had ace jack. 18.
Steve has 9-8 offsuit. Little creative. I like to play. Sometimes you can't wait for big pairs or big hands. You gotta get a little creative.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he was counting, I was
And
like,
you got a call
I thought he thought
from
the
7-6, which is really strange.
king jack, ace jack.
Hands get on the river.
Rami did a mystery
Yeah, I was
hand.
like, that's unlikely.
Rami's in a hijack. It's because he's last to act, and that flop really, Steve's open-ended. However, Jack 10, King on the flop, Ace Queen is the nuts. 2 clubs is 50-50, but Hugh has none of this. Let's see what he does. Out of position. That's why I don't like his call. So I went check to Steve. Steve's open-ended, and went check, 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 check. And your turn card's the ace. Ace from space.
GT Jack says, definitely not a professional, although he plays like one.
Who's definitely not a professional?
I'm assuming it was Rami, maybe?
Rami's a professional, 100%.
Yeah.
That's all he does is play. I don't know if he does anything else. So look at Steve. He represented that he had the queen. Even though he has nothing, he won the hand by betting there.
Yep.
I would not make it 25,000.
Dude, I mean, he called.
So that's what happens when you have the chip lead and you pay attention to what other players are doing. You're representing the nuts, and you won with 9 high, but nobody knows that, but we do.
We have the cheat sheet.
We got those X-ray glasses. We can see.
Yep.
We can see the future. We can see.
Got them cheat sheets, buddy.
Yeah, cheat sheets. Great. It's easy to play a game. You can see everyone's hole cards.
Mm-hmm.
Although you weren't here for it, though, Rami made an excellent call. The board was double paired. He called with king high to a bet on the river. It was impressive. It wasn't even ace high. It was king high, and he won the hand. So that was a good, gut feeling.
Yeah, I'm just stuck.
Yeah. And he's look, he's creating an 8-6 offsuit in the hijack again.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's what I thought. I thought if he pushes, I have a good hand. Jack 10, 13, 5.
I've had Jack 10 a lot. Jack 2.
Funny thing, he pays his
If you make it 8,000 or 9,000, you give
The players are talking about the hand where Cole made the full house. They're talking about what he thought he had, what he had. It's kind of funny. Jack 10, which they were speaking about it, Paul has Jack 10 in the cutoff. And I think he raised it. Yeah, no. Rami raised it to 2.8K.
So GT Jack didn't mean Rami. He goes, no, he was wrong. Rami owns a consulting firm and works everything of their focus.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
You can be both. Can you do both? Though? Be pro both? I mean, I'm a pro podcaster while I'm also a pro poker dealer.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen Rami in a lot of tournaments. So I only assumed he was a professional poker player. And I myself am not a professional poker player.
Why aren't you a pro?
I was once. And unfortunately, bad bankroll management it cost me to the sideline. If you don't win in tournaments and you play tournaments and you fly around the world, it gets costly.
Yes.
So I had a bad run, but who knows, man? 2023 could be back in the pro stat.
New year, new me.
You never know. I love it. This is a good hand of brewing. King 10 with Jack 10 and Queen Jack on a flop of Ace King Queen. Everyone's got a straight draw.
Or should I say New Year, better Oaktie?
Paul's got the lead with the nuts right now. Yeah, New Year, new Oaktie. I mean, not new
Better
improved.
Oaktie.
Yeah, Oaktie 2.0. This is a good feeling when you flop a straight and somebody has a straight draw. You just want to extract value. Look at Rami got a negative 1% chance to win the hand with Ace-6 offsuit. Paul bet up 4.5K, which is an easy. I mean, too bad. Paul's been very active. You think he would have got some calls? I mean, you flopped nuts.
Yeah.
2 new players to the table.
We got him fresh.
Gotta put him here and then look at him.
JT's a friend of Rami's. I guess he knows a lot because he's saying that Rami thinks it's an insult if he call him a professional player.
Interesting.
I would love to look up Rami's Hendon mob. Yeah. It's good to be a referee. That's the fun thing about poker too. I mean, most of the tournaments happen on the weekend. The good ones. This one, you know, people are off Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
You can play a flight and then make it to day 2. Sunday, you're off anyways. You know, make some extra cash. Our first place should probably be in this tournament $45,000 to $50,000, and some people don't make that in a whole year.
Yeah, exactly.
So semi-pro status would be great. I wish I could play this tournament. I wish I could clock out for 1 week. 1 week a month to play the tournament.
I'll do is play. Oh, might be awesome.
That's what I said. I took that back when I said.
We still never got our employee tournament. Who are we going to talk to? Josh, you listening? When was that employee
Josh,
tournament
Noah,
going on?
Tim, Jacob.
Tim was up here earlier. I should have mentioned that to him. Steve's got a wired pocket pair of deuces. Set mining. Flop is ace. 8 ace. A lot of aces. Ooh. Sticky. Rami bet out. Steve calling with a pair. Turn card. Doesn't improve anything to anybody. Steve's in the lead here with a small pair. What does he do? He checked it to Rami, and Rami's going to T-bet again. Look at all those outs.
A lot of 6 outs.
And it got through. Got through. Too much heat. Too much heat in the kitchen.
Makes a lot of sense.
Steve's face, you can tell by people's body language and their facial expressions and how they feel.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about that. He was hoping a 2 peeled off on the turn.
Winging in prayer sometimes, you know?
Little did he know. Little did he know he was ahead.
Little did he know.
It's a beautiful day outside, but it's also a good day to play cards.
A little windy outside, too. I'm wondering if there's another cold front coming.
They're supposed to drop to the 50s.
When?
Tonight?
Nice!
I think so. I'm not a weatherman, but I thought I saw that.
So you're saying it's a hot chocolate night. Okay, cool.
Weather.
I'll take that, definitely.
That'd be beautiful. I love cold weather.
Me too.
It's been a warm winter. I say this every year.
It was, except the last couple...
We had 1 week of cold weather. Look at this.
All right, so tonight, 61,
1 a.m.
night.
50s, 59, 58 degrees. Yes.
I think we'll leave the windows open tonight.
Hell yeah.
It's a fresh air in the house.
Jordan with A7 suited. I love my suited ace.
Oh, look who's on the chat. It's our girl, Nancy.
Hey, you rock. She's so polite.
Yeah.
Nancy's a doll.
She agrees you on the employee tournament thing.
It was so much fun. Oh, what a flop! 477. A7 Dream, baby.
Ooh,
And you get
this
someone
can
leading
get-
to you?
This can get frisky.
Oh, it's so nice.
This can get frisky. I'm in Jordan. I just call.
Let's see what Jordan. Jordan's one of the new players to the table.
I think if I'm Jordan, that's call. I don't even raise it. Just call.
Raised it to 12.
Nah, he
Yeah.
didn't listen to you. He didn't listen to you. That's gonna get in the hand.
This is why I'm here. He's there. I mean,
No, I think your play was correct. I think definitely check. Someone's leading into you. Look, now what do you do? He's just gonna fold the hand. What you have all the sevens. What are you doing there, son?
Like, what are you scared of at that point? I mean, you're definitely ahead. There's the only thing that might it's the two spades, but even that it's a long shot.
Yeah, only calls right there would be a pair of fours. I think queens, kings, and everything else lays their hand. Yeah, see, that's the thing. See, the skill level there between you and I is you just definitely that's someone who's aggressive. Check, try to catch up a little bit. You have all the sevens. You have a chance to make quads or a full house yourself.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
You have to think about value.
Value, that's the thing.
Expand value hand once you can.
Because you know what?
To me, you're playing scared. If you're
You think so?
raising the four,
that's
you're
right,
playing
right.
scared.
You want you to take it on the hand? Yeah. Worried about the flush draw? Maybe.
Make him think that you're behind and you're trying to steal, but you're not really stealing. You have a hand.
Did you favor by raising?
I understand. You know what? There's so much play in the tournament. Maybe he just wanted to, he was afraid of the spades, I guess. I don't know. But it only works in your favor if you know a person has a good hand, that they will call a raise and you're building a pot for yourself. But, whatever. Each his own, right?
That's why I'm here and he's there. You know more than I do.
Oh, look, someone agreed to it.
Yeah, Nancy did.
Yeah.
Yeah, pocket four is the only thing he's worrying about. Here's the thing, though. What are the odds that in that situation he happens to have pocket four?
Yeah, what a cooler.
Slim to none. Look, if you lose, it happens. If you lose it, so be it.
Yeah.
But you got to play the odds there. It's an
agree.
odds game.
Yeah.
25.
Play scared, you're never going to win this game. I'm telling you right now.
Definitely not. Nope.
This game is not for the weak of heart.
No, that's definitely true.
As Brandon's on the table now with his deep voice. Oh.
Players. Check. Bet. 5K. 5K.
Okay.
So, I mean, the levels right now are 5,000, 1,000. In the Andes are 1,000. Everyone starts with 40,000 chips in play. A lot of these players on this feature table, have over 100K. 3 of them, right? Am I wrong?
Say it again now?
No, 100K? How many players have over 100K on this
definitely seat 5.
Yeah, that's cool. Rami, right?
Rami possibly as well. That's seat 9.
Right.
And maybe seat 1 also too. I gotta say a front stack.
Right,
though.
that's what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
the street players.
So-
Yeah, at least.
There's so much play. The levels are 30 minutes. What do we play until? 10%, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely 10%. Yesterday was 21 players that made it to day 2. 21? 20. Okay, so 195 entries yesterday, and then 20 made it to day 2 on Sunday. But also you could play another flight if you don't think your bag is big enough. And you can take the bigger bag. You always make mid cash for each bag. So if you make it to day 2 on Sunday, you're in the money. You're in the money. I like being in the money.
Me too.
And what's really impressive is first place in this tournament. Your ROI, even if you fire 2 bullets for $600, $45,000 to $50,000. That's like a whole year's salary for some people. It's amazing what 1 week can do. And this is the first tournament of the year,
Right.
Let's make it a good year. Pocket 7.
New Year's, new me.
You're setting your ways, though, huh? You don't change much, do you?
Me?
Resolution?
No, I do try to get better.
Okay, good.
I share a lot of your positivity too,
Right.
also, as well. I try to. I will say recent years have been a little harder because of so much challenges we've had now out lives we've all gone through
Yeah.
as a collective.
Right.
But overall,
What's up, action?
I like to think that I'm getting better as a person
Okay.
every year. And
That's
get
all it is.
wiser.
I think that's the most important thing is you don't compare yourself to other people. You compare
Yeah.
yourself to yourself
Right.
and what you can do to make yourself better.
You just said there too, and that's something I have to apply
Right.
every so often. I forget that.
500.
So, two players in this hand, they both have a pair.
Uh-huh.
They can hear you now.
4 king 4 6. One of the players is making a comment about how
Be louder. Oh, you want me to be louder? Okay.
be a little louder.
Cole has one out.
Does he need it though? Does he need it?
I mean, he's best since 100, so he's betting as though I think he's betting on a king. He's betting as though he has a king.
Correct. He's representing a bigger pair than his fives, obviously. The only reason why he has one out because we obviously seen someone fold a 5.
It's a good play because
Yeah.
if you're going to try to protect your
But it
chips-
works.
and it works,
Right.
yeah. Again, I say on the stream all the time, and
Right.
you guys listen to me every week. You know my favorite word is representation.
Put the pressure. Put the pressure.
Apply
for sure.
pressure. Just because you
Apply.
have a hand doesn't mean you have to. You can still represent the hands on the board. And
Here's how come that play works so well, though.
what's that?
He's in good position, which is better. He's in better position. That means he's last to act on the hand. So when check bet, he also has a chip stack. So you can't force a player who has more chips than you to fold a hand unless you think he's going to fold something worse than you.
Right.
That's the thing. So when you're out of position and you're betting, it's possible that Cole had a king there. So what are you going to do? You're going to turn your hand into a bluff, sevens into a raise? Almost impossible. And
Whereas if he had less chips, though, he pushes half a stack of balls on
Yeah.
all in, he's thinking he's desperate. So I'll call.
Right. And here we go. We see sevens again. Let's see if they hold up this time. Is it 2 hands in a row? Leon had sevens?
I just think as I got older
What?
and got into this business too,
Yeah.
especially, I realized, and I say this as someone who's a relatively tight player,
Okay.
you can't win poker day to day playing tight.
Right.
You have to widen your range out.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to.
Right.
I think it's impossible for someone to actually win tournaments on a consistent basis playing tight.
Yeah.
Because you won't get enough value in there, and you get caught. And likely you get caught in hands you do play. Players gonna know. A player's gonna know what hands you're playing or what kind of hands you're playing. That you won't get value on hands, and then when you do push on pots, you're likely to either win nothing or win little or get caught.
I could agree. I mean, that's like a perfect statement. It's right to play tight in a lot of positions, a lot of timing. In tournaments, a long stretch too. It's not like
Yeah.
a sprint. However, though, you're not going to win tournaments like you said unless you're picking up free money. Using your chip stack to an advantage, playing the button. I mean, if you don't bluff, it's like fighting with one hand, right?
And there is a difference between playing cash and playing
Right.
tournament. Because cash you can stop at any time
Sure.
you want. You have a goal. If I want to make $40 more than I came with, and you hit the 40, I can walk away.
Correct.
In a tournament, you got to commit.
What they give you is
You're making a commitment.
Yeah,
In this event, you're making a 16+ hour commitment.
easily.
I mean,
Yeah.
if your goal is to get to the end, obviously.
Right, 2 days. Right, so you're thinking 12-hour days. I mean, you're definitely putting in 30 hours, right? Easy for that.
You better
that
widen.
payday,
You
but-
better widen your range.
Yeah,
Might as well.
right. And how many good hands are you going to get in that period of time?
Exactly.
You're not going to get a set or quads.
And it doesn't include the way you get the hand,
Right.
where you're on position, where the blinds are at that point, how many chips you have at that point. It's a lot of nuances that in a tournament you have to. That's why you're better off just open it. I'm not saying to play like a donkey.
No.
I'm saying to just to widen it up just a little bit. Take more chances.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about the stream. If you're watching the stream, you can actually watch how other players play their hands. You can actually pick up a couple of little tips,
Yeah.
And sometimes you're watching this hand, you can see like Steve just folded there and deuces one. You put that in your like memory bank for next time when you play against that player that you know that he's capable of doing these things. He's, his range is open. So when you do play against him, you have the information because some of this game, most of it is non-information. You don't know what the player's hole cards are, so you have to go by reads and tells and what his betting is, and kind of like get a feel for
Right.
that. So this is the information that we're giving you if you're watching.
I give Struggle hell for this about the deuces all the time, but here's the thing though, deuces, sometimes it's okay to widen a little bit.
Right.
The position.
Yeah.
That's all.
So what's the payout?
Well, unfortunately, the payout we won't know till
Right.
till Sunday,
Sunday.
because this is another flight. We got flight C starting in about an hour, and that's an hour actually.
Yeah.
And another flight tomorrow at 11:15. So we don't know the playoffs for this event until Sunday afternoon.
Correct. The payout structure is pretty good as well. Obviously, the top 3 spots are where all the money's at. We do pay 10%. So if you make it to day 2 on Sunday, you're in the money. You get it mid cash. If you play twice and you have 2 bags, you'll get a bag for each. You get a mid cash for each bag, then you transfer into Sunday. Like you said, the pay structure we won't know until Sunday, but I can tell you this place, first place is going to be over 45,000.
Close to it, yeah.
Registration closed? Exactly.
Registration closed. Registration is still open for this flight to 6 p.m.
I was wondering why they would have.
And then
Technically 7 because of the
break.
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 And the break, yeah.
Okay. And we have a nighttime flight, which is if you want to start with a fresh stack of 40K and fight your way tonight. Start up at 4:15, but late registration for that one. Does it say what time late registration?
For the satellite? For the
for tonight's flight.
4:15.
Yeah, but what's late registration for that?
I
one?
imagine it's gonna be after the break, after the second break.
Should be 6 hours, right? Till 10 or 11 p.m. for late reg.
I would say probably after the second break, maybe.
Okay.
Because it could maybe to do
It's
that.
the first time we're doing a 4th.
Let's see how it's gonna be. Yeah.
Shagging it.
All right.
7,500. Raised it 20K. Raised it to 20K. 20K is the action.
We're back there.
We got a little glitchy there with the Wi-Fi went out for
We
a
are
second.
good. And as I say that, I think Mike's coming in a second after this hand.
Yeah. This is a good hand too. I mean, you got Ace Queen versus Ace Jack. This is almost the cooler situation here. Steve let out, and then he got re-raised to 20K.
Steve with 2 E's in the middle. Steve. I love it. Steve has 8 outs, by the way.
He does, and he doesn't know if he's getting bluffed or that the other player has a better hand than he does. It's unfortunate.
He's all in.
Steve went all in. He made the move, and Hugh snap called. He wasn't folding Ace Queen. So
There we go. Ace Jack versus Ace Queen.
yeah, he needs an 8 to chop or Jack to take the lead. That is the chop, ladies and gentlemen. Saved by the river.
Woo! Wow. All right, here's Mike coming in. So you got 30 minutes.
See you, Ernest. Good talking to you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Ace Jack for second.
Did you see that, Mike? You almost missed a good one.
Steve Cole came back.
Yeah, Steve made a move with Ace Jack, 8-8 Ace board. Hit Ace Jack and he went all in, and Ace Queen snap called, which was a slight advantage. So he needed some help, and a Jack would have made the win, but you got a chop with an ace on the river. So it was full house versus full house. Could have been a hefty
The
one.
case ace. Must
Yeah.
feel good.
And you can see, like, if you're looking at the monitor right now, Hugh, who lost that hand, which he was a slight favorite. It wasn't a huge favorite. Because the king would have chopped it as well, or 8 would have came, would have chopped it. So you can see, like, the disappointment, and they're like, oh, I should have won that one. You know, it should have been mine. And Steve's all exuberant. Yeah, Steve's like, oh my God, I got saved, and you're all like, happy inside. It's so emotional. This game is so emotional.
How could you not be happy about a chop?
When you're behind.
Ace.
Yeah, when you're behind. It's so funny thing.
Probably drawn to two outs, 3 outs on that river.
4 outs for the chop and then 1 out for the win. Yeah, 2 outs for the win. So, correct. Try it again with Ace Queen. I like this hand. Some people don't. They call it the parking lot hand. Because when you play it and you run into Ace King, you find yourself in the parking lot.
Not the place you want to be.
No, Stephanie calls it the Queen with a big A, which is funny.
I haven't seen it on the board. Interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their name for it.
Right.
I'm hoping he ain't got the ace queen quick.
That is for sure the best hand I've seen so far. Top luck.
sitting here thinking it's suited.
Yeah, dog can win with it. Why can't I? Right. It's a little steep though. I mean, the blinds are 1K and someone raises the 3K. You're a small blind. You're vested only for 500. You know, you don't have too much involved there. It's a good laydown. Plus, you got a position. When you make those calls, if you make those calls often enough, you'll see your stack dwindle.
Of course.
Yeah. So discipline is key in this game. But look, chip count. Cole is the chip leader on the table for 134K. I thought there was 3 players on this table with 100K, and they're really close to it. 92K for Steve and 92K for Rami. We have a Hugh. Let's go, Hugh. Yeah. Fun thing about watching a stream or being on the stream itself, you can tell a couple of people, hey, watch me play. This is your time to shine. I mean, it's our PBKC live stream, something not like televised or anything like that nationally, but still fun.
Yeah. Watch it later.
Yeah,
Tell your friends.
That's the thing. You yourself. If I play, I would love this because you can sit playing. And a lot of the things that, the small little mistakes that you can fix for day 2. If you're on this table and you bag, you can review it. You can see how other people play. If you get to play them again, it's such a fantastic tool. And we offer it for free. So you don't have to pay for the service. It's free on YouTube. Subscribe, PBKC Poker on YouTube, or if you're watching, obviously, if you're watching it for Twitch. Those are the great benefits of live stream TV. So we're heads up with 2 of the most aggressive players on the table, Rami and Cole. Cole has King 10 and Rami with Jack Deuce. Cole out of position. Checkman's get a C bet, a little 5K feeler bet. Let's see if Cole wants to stick around. The tricky part is that he's playing against another chip leader on the table, so you kind of don't want to tangle. It's not the final table. It's only mixed up with the player who has as many chips as you do if you don't have a good hand. Cole's a young player. He's been playing for a few years, and come a long way. I remember when he used to play 1-2 no limit, and he moved up in stakes in the cash game. Doing great. This game is fun when you're running well. When you're getting cards and you're winning, this game is amazing, in my opinion.
Some people weren't here for that hand.
We both got a legitimate good hand, so we just turn around.
A lot of times in this game, patience is one of those things that you have to have. You can't be too tight, but at the same time, you can't. It's like a balance because you can't play every single hand because that way you get yourself in trouble. So you got to pick and choose, and you know that it's going to be an 8-12 hour session. That you got to, if you win one good hand an hour, you're doing really well. People don't have that strategy though. There's an all-in player. Steve with Ace Jack off. It's only 82K. That's a good move when you only have you're under 10 big blinds. What are you looking for?
Looks like more than 8.2.
No, I think it's about right. Oh, it's 21K. You're right. Look at you. Don't trust the graphics, people. I was about to say. You always got to keep in mind how many chips do you have? How many chips does another player have? What are the blind levels at? VPIP, Cole's in the lead right now. He's a chip leader and the most aggressive player on the table. Kind of go hand in hand, right? Goes to show you.
There'll be some comments for sure.
Who's Fold'em? Do we know his name?
No, I don't.
Fold'em slow and steady. He does win the race sometimes, but however, in tournaments, if you're not aggressive, if you're not putting your chips to use, you will get blinded out. In the early stages of the tournament, it's okay to be tight. Tight is right. But when the blinds go up, you got to mix it up. If you don't get their chips in, you're not playing optimal poker.
Picking up pocket nines.
Yeah, Hugh right behind him has pocket queens.
And one of his outs already out.
Yeah, another player has a 9, so even more trouble.
12,000.
Paul leans back and raises it up to 12,000. That's
That auto folded.
That's a tell if you know. If you don't know, when a player postures like that and raises, that's a sign of strength.
Mm-hmm. Steve's gonna jam.
It's a hand it's actually 50-50, so I don't think it's a bad. He's out of position though, so I mean I think a flat call is fine here. A raise to see where you're at would get it all in, but does he go all in here? I don't think so. He has too many
I think
chips.
he's considering it. He wants it to be heads up. I think that's the only way Ace King is gonna pull through here.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
You hate the hand.
Heads up. I told you. I hate it. If I was him, I would have folded an hour ago.
You would have. That's so funny. He was snap folded. It's so funny.
You get like 30K there?
Okay, so here's what Steve just did, which is great. He asked him, how many chips do you have in play? So that's smart. You got to see, how many chips will this cost me? And if it doesn't put your tournament at risk, you can invest in it. You can feel
Hey,
it.
if he goes heads up
Yeah.
against you, he's still got 50,000.
Right. It's just a flat call. He wants to see the flop. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that play.
I think you're gonna get more callers now.
Maybe. And that's nothing wrong with that too, because you hit a good flop, you can make more money than just if you raised and everyone folded and you only pick up 12K. So right now the pot's at 32K with Rami thinking about getting in there. He's got 5-4 suited, and he folds it. He knows better, which is good, because a lot of people would play because they were suited. 9's folded quickly because he knows he's not in trouble. And Leon has 9-7 suited, but little bit, 5-4, his straight flush draws are already folded. He folds too, so now we're heads up. Let's see what happens.
Well, Steve got what he wanted. Heads up.
Dealer said heads up. Let's go.
Ace.
No ace. Steve's out of position. He checks. It's a good thing he didn't jam, because if he did, woo.
It's a sweat.
All right, so Hugh went all in though, and I believe Steve folded. Yeah. See how that played out?
See? Fold your ace king.
No. No. Someone get me a stick. I'm gonna beat this guy. No. No.
Work 60% of the time every time.
Okay, it's true. Okay. The thing of it is, an ace or a king could have came on the river. We don't know that yet.
Could have came on the flop. Could have came on the turn.
Could have.
We'll never know.
No, we won't. And that's okay.
Pre-flop fold, and you won't even have to see it.
Terrible, terrible poker strategy. Don't listen to him. Kids, don't listen to him. Cover your earmuffs. Do not listen to him. I will say this much though: when you have ace king and you see an ace on the flop, you do feel inside. You're like, yes, this is how it's supposed to go.
Every time that happens to me, somebody flopped a set.
Oh, you gotta live in the future, my friend. Forget the past.
Every time?
Every time? Wow. Now I can understand why you feel that way, because
that's why I only play pocket pairs.
Really?
I don't play cash.
Oh, and cash only. Do you play tournaments?
Not anymore.
Well, there you go.
I don't have the patience for tournaments.
You definitely need patience. Definitely need patience.
Almost went all in.
But here's the difference between tournament play and cash game play. You can play a whole year 1-2-2-5 and not make $50,000, or you can play 2 days of this tournament and win it for $50,000.
Yeah. A lot of time though. 16, 20 hours.
Yeah, it's condensed
you make
though.
50K.
It's condensed. It's 2 days. It's not even a week of poker like the World Series of Poker, where you're actually playing 7 days, 12 hours a day. It's 2 days of poker, 2 days of your life, and you can have a nice little good bankroll for the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I wish I could play it. There's a lot of hearts out here.
Maybe next month.
Let's see who has a heart to put some money into this pot without having a heart in their hand. Gotta have heart, kid. Gotta have heart. Cole, whose VPIP is so fast, puts a bet, and it looks like he got a snap call from the button. Steve doesn't believe him, and Steve is actually behind because the jacks are ahead of the sevens.
Heart.
Oh, you called it! Choppy chop.
Yep, Steve always gets those chops.
But let's see though. Here's the thing though. It might not be a chop.
Yeah, if cold bet's enough.
No, I think Cole's going to check because Steve called so quickly on the turn. Now Steve bet. Oh, he went check. It is a chop. Steve could have stole it right there. He could have used position on the button.
Of course.
Saw the weakness Cole displayed on the. I mean, come on. Okay, chop it up. No big deal. The pot was only 20K. Yeah, it was. The pot
I
wasn't
think
that
if
big.
there was higher cards out there than a 2 and a 5, he may have taken a stab at it. But the 3 of hearts wins.
3 of hearts wins? Any heart. What are you talking about? I think you're right when you say you played it safe. As far as thinking that Cole could have had a heart and checked the trap, that's sometimes playing too. In fact, you think about that sometimes because not always check is a weakness, a sign of weakness. However, if he bet the flop on he bet the button on the turn on the river, Cole probably would have probably folded. But that doesn't mean he couldn't check raise him, which is an excellent move that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen too many 3 bets or 4 bets on this feature table. We haven't seen a lot of coolers. We're probably taking 1 cooler I've seen so far. Most of it's standard play. This is all like basic. What are my whole cards? What are your whole cards?
Right.
So.
You put them on hearts.
Now Cole's got a heart.
Yeah, now.
Queen of hearts. Queen, king on.
One hand too late. That always happens too. Don't you hate that you have a pair, you miss the flop, the next flop is like 2-2 of the same. You're like, oh, come on, I would have had quads.
It's a married couple right there.
The royal marriage was suited, right? King, queen suited?
Right.
Yeah, the royal marriage. That's the name. We have a Cole Steve hand competition, heads up. And yeah, Cole just said that. Us again?
Well, no heart this time.
I know. Totally opposite. Wow. All red, but not the same.
The lady got her diamonds.
Cole's going to fire out. Steve's good now. He does it again. Doesn't believe him.
Jack. Not getting a chop this time.
No, so this time whoever wins will probably be the person who's more aggressive.
Unless a 9 comes.
9 comes for the chop? No, that's one of Steve's outs, right? Steve bets. Cole's going to fold.
A 9 gives him a chop. A 9 or a deuce.
For the chop, right. So the chop outs. Chop.
No chop.
No chop. I told you.
Steve takes it.
Yeah, Steve. So that's what Steve did on it. He called the flop, thinking specifically he was going to bet the turn, which is a good play. You know, it's almost like chess where you think.
Well, he didn't do it last hand. So he had
No, yeah, he didn't do it last hand. He saw he should have done it. That's where you're right. So.
Call you down.
I think the snap call made Cole check.
Yeah, of course. But that's showing strength. When you put money in and someone calls you before you put your money in, you're like, oh my God, what does he have? Why did he call so quickly? Strength. You got to show strength.
That's what I do with deuce 3 off. Snap people.
They're funny.
Just kidding.
No, it's a 1,000.
So yesterday, one of the tables had a lot of full houses. That's crazy how that happens. Sometimes I've seen a feature table with a lot of full houses too. This table itself, the cards have been kind of like decent, but nothing crazy. I haven't seen aces versus kings. No quads yet.
No straight flushes.
No straight flushes at all.
I only saw one or two sets.
Have we seen even pocket aces yet? I mean, where are they hiding? This is how hard it is. We've been doing this for like several hours.
Joke's on you. There's only 2 aces in this deck, so it's almost impossible.
No, that's not true. When can we play cards? I love it. I'd love to play against you.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
They got tables up there. Just take off our bet.
Let's go. Heads up.
One of us will make it to final table.
So we got a hand here. Ace, Queen, Jack, King, Jack suited. Hugh. So, okay, that was Jay with King, Jack. He went all in.
Leon going.
Leon.
All of them.
Leon's got the mystery hand. Sorry about that.
He probably has the ace of hearts.
That's what you're assuming?
Last time this happened, it was the ace of hearts.
Yes, the
Okay, Hugh's got a tough decision here, right? He's got a wide pocket pair, but he's also got two players behind him who made the calls, so he doesn't know if his tens are good.
If they're holding 2 overs.
Right, if he gets caught up in it, right. So
if any of them are holding a 10.
So he doesn't. That's the safe thing to do. Is you lay your hand down because you just don't know what the other players are going to do behind you. You don't want to get a 3-way race with pocket tens. It's just one of those hands that are good heads up. Maybe if he was in the last position where Rami's at on the button, he can make that call. But Jay's been very conservative on this table. He's made a couple laydowns, and that was his MO. Rami likes his hand. He's like, you know what? Ace Queen's just as good as aces.
Come on in, let's rock and roll.
No, and Leon said, come on in, let's go. Little table talk.
Rami can afford it.
You have a calling hand, I have a raising hand.
I know.
I think Leon might have the aces that we were just talking about.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Ace King?
Ace King, maybe Jacks. Yeah. And the only reason why I say that is because you don't go all in with aces when you have 3 people in front of you. Kind of like, in my opinion, you want value for the hand. You 3-bet.
A raise behind you,
Yeah.
2 calls.
You
A
3-bet.
raise in front of you and 2 calls, and then he goes all in.
I still think you 3-bet there. The pot right now is only you have all the money invested, and you get look he's standing up. I don't think he has aces.
15K in the center.
All right, go. We get to see what it is.
Aces, I'm calling it.
Jacks or
I see a red ace.
you always said it hit the heart of red ace. So
I said ace of hearts.
Where do you see that?
In the corner.
Oh, okay.
It's red.
Small. Small. Oh.
Queen. He said keep it small, so he must have ace king. Queen's are a winner. Rami just sucked out right there.
50-50 on that one.
He's got ace of hearts and 7 outs.
No. I'm calling or folding, calling or folding.
Ace king?
I
I told you it wasn't aces.
Yes.
Oh, look at here.
See, that's why I
That's
fold
why
my
you
ace
fold ace
king.
king.
I told you it's ace of hearts though.
Thank you. Yeah, man, it's hard to fold mine.
You got that part right. It was ace of hearts. The thing of it is, okay, that's just a simple situation of a hand that went the way it's not supposed to go. But ace king was the favorite there. Ace queen should have lost that. 90% of the time, he's gonna lose it.
Yeah?
Except for when I'm watching the stream and I fold ace king.
I announce it. I'm like, if you have ace king.
Tutuan agrees with me. Jamming with ace is just not the spot to do it. I understand
Like,
that.
so much in the pot. 4.
And I tell you what, though, he would have kept his mouth shut. Rami probably would have folded, right? He kind of like goaded. He goaded him into it, right? He goaded him to calling, and that's sometimes what you don't want to do. But if you saw the hand, you would actually want the player to call with ace queen. You just don't want him to suck out on you. You don't want him to catch anything on you. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't.
3 players behind, you're bound to catch one.
Yeah.
1 fish.
The good news is that he can actually re-enter to this flight
Or
play the nighttime flight.
in 10 minutes.
Right, which starts in like 15 minutes. 4:15, right? 25 minutes, okay. Soon. So now we're on a break.
Alright, Gene, if you want to update blinds, they're going to be at 5.
Did you know Andrew Dice Clay will be performing here next month?
No, I didn't.
February 24th. Andrew Dice Clay. Did you grow up with Andrew Dice Clay? Do you know who he is?
No.
He's a comedian.
Well, I knew that part.
He used to do these little rhymes, you know. He's more my age, kind of like hickory dickory dock.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know the rest of it, but I mean, oh!
That was a good one.
No, he's a dirty comedian, but I mean, you gotta have. It's kind of like a particular taste. You gotta have that kind of like, you know, Sam Kinison kind of flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch his YouTube video.
Yeah,
I'm
one
sure
of
there's
them
plenty.
for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's great that he's still doing it. You know. We have any other? We have some other comics lined up. We're gonna check our. We got some downtime. We can talk about some things. Is that it? That's it. No, it's last year's. This is. Oh no, February 7th. Doug Flutie. That must be Who's Nate Moore? Another professional player. These little charity events.
Gene, I'm back. C3 empty.
That's
C4,
not count.
The legend.
Yeah, those must be charity events.
55, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 5.
Uh-oh. Did we go out again?
23.5, C5. 123,500.
That's what they're doing. They're updating the chip stack to make sure everything is correctamundo.
$26.5. C7.
I think we have a whole month of tournaments. We have multiple. We have daily tournaments, and we have a schedule out for the whole month of January already. Is that what you're looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah. So we have smaller events. You know, $100 to $125. Smaller tournaments. Some bounties. Oh, got some static there. Sorry, that was me. What you looking for?
I'm just seeing if we have any big events coming up.
Right. When is the Progressive Bounty? Are we doing that this month? That's my second favorite tournament. This is my favorite tournament by far. The most value you get, the bang for your buck.
142,500 for seat 10.
Is that a bar poker event?
No, the Progressive Bounty is It's a $300 buy-in with a $100 bounty.
Saturday, the 28th of January.
All right, end of the month, ladies and gentlemen. Another tournament that you should put on your calendar. The Progressive Bounty Tournament, probably the most exciting tournament that I've seen in South Florida. It's a $300 buy-in with a $100 bounty. So what happens is your $100 bounty is live. If you knock out a player, half of whatever his bounty goes into your pocket, so you're already making cash. The other half goes to your bounty stack, so your bounty increases. So if any player knocks you out, they get half of whatever you have in front of you. Last time I saw it, I think one or two players had $700 bounties in front of them.
Wow.
Yeah, so they had $700 in their pocket already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they made more than some of the places on the cash pool. It was just amazing. It's like, oh my God, so exciting. Okay, we got some of the chip counts right here. Rami's in first place with 143K. Cole following close second with 124K. Remember, this is just the feature table. This is one table out of many that we have in the tournament. We probably have 200 entries by now. I don't know. I can't tell. It should be 180.
191.
191. We have 191.
Remaining 99 players.
That's pretty amazing. We got like
11 tables.
still left, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
10 other tables, including this one.
So 2 flights. We have over 400 players. We have another flight tonight and one more flight tomorrow. I mean, talk about getting so much value if you run good. You definitely have to run good, don't get me wrong. But making
That's
the money,
half the battle.
yeah, that's one part of the battle, right? Running good, playing good, keeping your mind focused, staying. What are you doing?
Trying to do some math. I want to see what the guarantee's at.
Oh, okay, yeah.
May have already broken our guarantee.
Already, right?
Or we're very close.
I mean, we had 195 players yesterday. We have 191 right now, and we still have registration open. So that's exciting. We have a nighttime flight tonight.
Just shy at 98,430.
Okay. Right.
Of our 100K guarantee.
With 2 flights and 2 more to go.
To go.
Yeah, so let's go. And
some satellites.
Yeah, so still have satellites if you can't make satellite into the.
Oh, satellite tonight at 6:15.
Yeah.
$65 buy-in.
That gets you into tomorrow's flight, and that's the last flight is tomorrow, and that's probably the biggest flight if you can't make it today.
If the satellite ends early enough, you might be able to buy in tonight.
No, you can't do that. that would be pretty amazing, though, right? Satellite right into the nighttime flight.
Hey.
Registration.
If registration runs till 11.
Yeah.
Because 11 to 6 is 6 hours. 6 hours and 45 minutes.
Right.
So that would make buy-ins end at 11 o'clock tonight.
Something like that. Something around those lines.
So if it ends early enough,
we
you can
should get the
probably
final, the correct decision on what time the nighttime flight registration ends. That flight was put into place. We always ran 3 flights. They're always daytime because there's so much play. There's 40,000 chips is starting, and they're half-hour levels. You know, a lot of tournaments in South Florida are 20-minute, 15-minute blind structures, almost like a turbo. This one starts out with 30 minutes with the double stacked 40K chips. The blinds are 100, 100. I mean, you got so much play. Even at this right now, we're on a break, and the blinds are 500 and 1.5. So you're coming back, and you still, if you have 20,000 chips, you're still in the safe zone. You got plenty of chips to play. Hold on one second.
Flight C, right?
Yes.
All you need to do is go in with less than 3K, or more than 3K apparently. Our 20th place yesterday is going in with 3,000.
He managed to pull
Managed
that.
to squeeze it
Yeah,
in.
to get some money back. Yeah, mid cash. I wonder what mid cash is going to be.
Probably $500 if I had guess. I wonder what it was last week or last month.
Yeah, I would say 600, right?
600.
11. Okay, so if you're still working and someone told you, or you want to tell a friend to come in to play tonight and they can't make it at 4:15, don't worry. You have up until 11 p.m. tonight to come and enter this tournament tonight. And if you can't make it tomorrow, well, get in here tonight then if you can't make it tomorrow. But it's plenty of time to play the tournament if you decide, if you know somebody who likes poker. This is definitely one that you want to play. Start off the year, first trophy, and 50K in your bankroll. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a good way to start the year.
I would say so. You know, I played cards on my first day, and I won a couple $100, and I felt good about it. You know, bringing in a new year with the poker vibe of winning. Feels good. I think we're going to have Ernest come back in a little bit. He's got his own little podcast. I love it. Earnestly speaking.
Yeah, I gotta listen to it. Gotta look you up.
Good plug.
However, we are also offering a tournament at 4:15, like 1C, where you can start at the beginning of the tournament if you desire.
1C starting in 15 minutes.
Right, and you know what? My philosophy is like I don't like to start, especially a good structured tournament with this many chips. Is I don't like to start first, second level. I mean, you can miss those 2 levels. There's so much play in poker, and why burn yourself out early? Come in 1 or 2 hours later. You come in at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and still run it up and, you know, have a good stack for tomorrow.
Like, where do I know that guy from?
Oh, it's my break. Okay, sorry. Damn.
I promise I'll be on that side.
Yeah.
Anyway, Michael.
Welcome back,
How
sir.
we doing, bro? I'm good. My stand a little bit stretched out. Like I try to sit down. This job phone's sitting anyway too, so. So Robbie right now is chip leader on this table.
Came to the conclusion we have 99 players left. That's about 11 tables.
Okay, yeah, that's accurate. I'm sure you told the folks also about Flight C starting in 15 minutes.
Yep.
Registration is open until 11 p.m. tonight.
Yep.
You have all night to get in. Of course, Flight D is tomorrow at 15. And
Sunday afternoon we restart day 2, 12:15.
If you want to go the cheap way, the cheap route to get the tournament, Satellite in.
Night only.
6:15. So there you go.
Frugal. That's it, cheap. Frugal.
Okay, frugal. Sorry. Or my way.
If you want to
or my way.
If you want to ball on a budget.
We got ball. Yeah, ball on the budget. Burkang. Burkang. So anyway, we're back. As
that would be nice. $65, you win 40, 50,000.
That's the way I want to do it. As frugal as possible. Efficient and frugal. That's what I live my life too. I don't give a crap. I get older. I'll say it. As older as I've gotten, I've become even more frugal.
Heard?
I see the value in it. Here's your VPIP stats there. Cole at 50%. Pretty tight actually at the top. With Jay being the lone one with 11% on the bottom of the list there.
All right, let's get started.
We'll stream to you guys in the next 2 hours until next break, and then we can call it night, and then we'll obviously be back tomorrow for the flight. We won't be streaming flight C, but we'll be streaming flight D tomorrow. Ain't bad time, ain't bad time.
6,500.
So Steve raised there with 10-9 offsuit. Okay. Thought I could move there before his blind fits him. I respect it.
Knew we were gonna play a big one. What is it?
65.
Tournament dealers, please be aware, shortly we will be selling 2 separate tournaments. So when a player enters your tournament, please check if that
You say we'll play big one and you don't even erase there. What do you mean by that?
Alright, so you got the third hand. And Diana's back, by the way.
Cole's probably got the ace of hearts. I keep seeing this happen. The ace of hearts in the hand.
Yeah. That's a card issue, obviously, right? Not a card.
That's 16,500.
Every once in a while we have a little issue with that, but we've always been able to, for the most part, have a flawless issue when it comes to technology. But, you know.
Call 16.5. Heads up now. Can you help me out?
So Steve right now is behind, but he does have 14 outs right now currently.
But I think one of those is already in play.
Okay, so 13 outs.
I think.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Oh.
And there's a. Was that one of the outs there? No. Rami gets the check mark there, but.
Needed a queen, a 7.
Yeah. So Rami will collect on that one. Rami is a cheaper currently on this feature table rather. No, speaking of final tales, we'll distribute that on Sunday. Approximately 6 o'clock.
Current chip counts.
Rami dominating the thing right now. 98.
34% of the chips on the table.
Alright, Jay with Jack deuce off. She's gonna fold. Rami with ace 8. She's gonna raise 4K. Or king 6. Fold. He would 6 deuce suit. He's also gonna fold. Down to Cole with 10-3 off. Suit's gonna fold. Round 2. Falls. Good for Robbie with ace 8. So far, Mike does have 5 outs.
That's 4,500.
That's 4,500.
Now we know maybe we'll just swap it out.
Double.
Yeah.
Okay, move on. Again, well, glad to be back here, guys. Streaming with you all after a 2-week break. We got back underway yesterday with a flight A. Yesterday we had Sal and Brian and Brent on the PBKC. Today it's myself, Mike, and Brookside. So glad to be back here after a couple weeks off of the stream. Have a great time. Happy New Year to everybody, of course, listening and watching. We have been blessed and safe and prosperic. Is that a word, prosperic?
Yicky.
Prosperous? Prosperous? There you go. I'm getting all fancy here. 2023 here. No. 5K is raised by Mike with 10. Steve with kings though. Is Steve gonna re-raise here? I mean push? He's going to full. No, raise. A slight raise. All in
Run,
call,
call, run.
boom, boom, fire, fire. Here we go. Kings with 10s. Call us a race, my friend.
Here we go.
Call us a race, my friend. Here we go.
Run it. One of the kings is already out of play.
Yep. And flop comes right there, nothing there. Third card, nothing there. River card is an ace, so that will stick
Seal
up
the deal.
Steve. That will eliminate Mike there. And Steve the Legend. Steve, of course, has been known for winning a bunch of these events here at PBKC. So he has like 30,000, 20,000, 25, 25.
Here you go, Steve. Double up for you.
Just like that. All takes, man.
Good game, yeah. Good game. Good luck next time.
About an hour ago, Steve was sitting as the big stack. Crazy how these swings go.
Yeah, and that's the irritating thing about future tables too. Sometimes you'll have those swings, and you know you want to be able to have chips. You know, once the dinner break at least, save you to at least get 10%.
10% today is going to be 19 players, so we got 80 to go. Oh no, 20 players.
Yeah.
79 to go.
All right. I feel like that once the dinner break's over, that will.
I think we'll start
Something like
dropping off a little
quickly,
bit.
yeah.
Our small stacks will drop off by
Yeah.
Inch of C, which is starting in 5 minutes.
I think the challenge here for also playing this event too is that when you're playing an event that lasts multiple days, it's not only surviving to the 10%. You want to get into day 2
With a
feeling
nice
good
stack.
about yourself.
Yeah.
You know, being at least over the average stack. Yeah, I know everybody can't be there, but you want to at least be somewhere in that spot.
Well, coming into day B or 1B and 1C, it's great to know what people ahead of you already have.
Right.
And in 1A, we already know that our chip leader is 1.2K.
There you go.
And second place is half that.
Right.
So coming into day 2 with about 4, 5, 6, 800,000,
Right.
you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the good thing about this event too, especially. And shout out to our tournament director, team manager. You know, at least when you get day 2, you're guaranteed money.
You're guaranteed.
You're guaranteed. You're buying and then some.
Absolutely.
So that's the beauty of this thing now. In the past, in events in the past, we didn't do that. I'm glad we at least make it more enticing. That you know what, even if I'm low stack, I know I'm getting something back out of this.
And even if you're low stack and you have time to buy into another flight,
Yeah.
we'll buy your bag from you.
Yeah, exactly. So job well done, our tournament director, of course, Jamie.
You're free rolling to buy again and sell us your first bag.
Yeah.
And possibly a little more cash.
Yeah, absolutely. The world is your oyster. So Jordan check mark through a set of 9s. He bet 7K. Hole at 8-10 is trying to see what he can represent here, but I think he's going for the edge here. You know, I think he gets another card to go though, but honestly,
nothing can help.
Jordan's
him
not
here.
going anywhere. Exactly. Jordan's not going anywhere. Anything he does, Jordan's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Again, the chip count, and Rami now crossing 204,000 amount as we get into this, I think what's it, like the 9th level, I think?
Believe so.
Yeah. Got Claudio hanging out there. Hey, Claudio.
No, I have work going on too on this side.
You want to come down here and talk a little bit?
Normally
Are you nervous?
Not even here.
Too shy.
Try to pay attention once
So Mike raises 500 here with ace jack. Never like ace jack. I've been a fan of ace jack. I feel like it's a hand you only play position. That's about it. I feel like an ace jack's kind of hand you get stuck with. Like you raise, you get caught, and then nothing happens on the flop, and the guy might have a pair already.
I was telling Oaktai I prefer holding my ace king free.
Yeah.
I'll play ace jack.
Why is that?
I don't know why. I just don't
There's
do well with ace king.
really no difference between the two hands. Like, think about
I know, but I just find myself losing more with ace king.
Because that's more of a personal
preference.
history.
absolutely.
Yeah. That's like me with jacks.
Yeah, jacks. I have to fold those free. I hate it. Laugh at me all you want.
No, I mean again, it's one of those things where like, you know,
Oaktai was telling me it's the worst move ever. I said, yeah, it could be. But that's why I don't play tournament.
I'm just
I don't have to pay
right.
for it.
I'm just saying. I would ace jack to me is a limp. I'm not gonna fold it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna limp with it. But I'm not gonna raise and try to create some haywire with it.
Of course not. No.
And if I'm gonna raise,
But
I'm gonna raise.
flop with it.
I'll tell you this much. If I'm gonna raise, I'm gonna raise heavy just to see this isolate.
Right.
And that's only in position where it benefits me. I know I'm not gonna. I know I'm not gonna get the best value because I know if I getting value, I am putting myself at risk.
No, man.
All right, so pot ball goes queen 4-7. The Jordan remains in lead here at 8s. Mike with 4 outs.
That opens it up a little bit
A
more.
little bit.
Oh, no, it doesn't, because he doesn't have an 8. He's got a 9. Mike taking a stab at it. But Jordan's sitting with second pair. Five. Nope. I think if Mike, that's enough. Get Jordan to fold.
12,500.
Jordan's trying to read into Mike's soul.
His soul. That's great. What do you got here? I mean, you could, well, Mike is doing it by betting 12 and a half. You know, representing 3 overs actually. It's a good bet. Good bet. It's definitely putting Jordan on his think about it, but Jordan, I think,
He
is
bet
call.
the turn, bet the river. Trying to tell a story.
Does he believe him?
Jordan's like, I see your soul.
I mean, Mike did bet. He did bet turn and never river. So I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So show some respect there, maybe. He's gonna fold this. His bottom line is six in the fold because you can tell like he's frustrated. I think he doesn't believe him, but because of the fact that there were 3 overs, clear overs on the board, or 2 overs on the board rather. You know, do you put your turn life at risk of this thing? Oh, he's gonna call. Good call. Good call. Wow, that's a great call. Women's gut there. You didn't believe it. That's simple.
What? I didn't know you got that in you.
I think if Mike sat up, showed a little more strength, he might have made the fold.
Maybe. But I think once
sometimes
Mike,
in that position, you got to give him a read that tells him what you're trying to tell him.
But I think once Mike made the play on the turn, he was pretty much going to try to push and represent if he can.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he got him to think about it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, look, gutsy call by Jordan there. And it's gutsy because while he was leading, it's still we know that they don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
5,000.
So
he read into his soul.
As Steve raised his soul. Are we using this thing now? The soul thing is a thing now.
Might make it a thing. Look into my eyes and tell me what I have.
Like a clip where you're commentating and have
laying this
not
down.
clip it and put a soul, put a spirit of these players, and looking into your soul.
And just put souls in my eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
I read your soul and I raise you 2 souls.
These darn bells. I'm like in an airport. All right. This has been a very fascinating table, I will say that.
There has been a ton of action.
A lot of times you don't get a lot of narratives because players are trying to survive and whatever, but we got lucky today with a very active and narrative building table here. I'm really curious how Rami compares to the rest of the room though, and me like 200,000 chips.
All 5,000.
Or at 200,000, I'd say. He does raise 5K.
Let's do some math here. 191 buy-ins.
3 players.
40K starting stack.
We're doing math early in the
There's
morning.
7.6 million units in play.
Average stack is what? Like 40,000? 30,000? No.
Roughly 78,000.
8,000? He's well above the average.
Yeah, still showing 99 players. So average stack is about 77,000.
Yeah.
So he has about 3 times what the average stack is.
He's definitely cut above the rest. Definitely in the 5%ers. Gotta be. Cole with 7 outs here is behind though. As Rami has 6 and raised to 17K.
Jay's kicking himself for folding his deuces.
Uh-huh.
Rami saw 6s work earlier on the flop.
Well, that's situational though. You can't get to that.
Of course.
You're mad at the situation. I'm mad at that. Turn card 7. So Cole's on 3 outs.
Rami's looking for a 5. 5 will make him
Or
feel really
or
good.
just a hold.
Right. Well, a 5 gives Cole and Rami a straight. Rami will certainly get paid if a 5 comes out.
I don't think Cole will represent a 8. Not. I think rather 7 out.
5. Damn.
King. An option for Cole here to represent a king. He wanted to, but I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a third club might be
It would take a big enough bet to get Rami to fold right here.
Yeah. The only thing you can represent if you're Cole is the flush, just caught in the river, or a king. I want to
bet the turn, right?
Huh?
You bet the turn, right? Cole?
No one. Check both. Both check.
Oh,
Both
on the flop?
Yeah.
Flop, Cole bet.
Cole bet
And
flop.
Rami raised. Okay. I see. Easy call. Rami's going to take it down. Almost a 100K pot.
I know the gentleman on the stream said that Rami's not a professional, but my God,
He makes some calls that are incredible.
Sure as hell what the hell he's doing. That's right now.
Tomorrow will be 300 players.
The prop Purdy just hit right now. As again, chip count. Rami now with 252,000 chips, nearly half the stacks on this table right now. By the way, the Flight C just kicked off here.
I love it, man. I guess I've shown too many boards.
Raise 4,000. You raise, let him all in.
Want to hand him up right now?
All with your hand now.
Calls 12,500. Can I get
I
your
don't know
first
how you call her or call that flop.
10 jack against king jack.
Something else.
You check the turn.
Chances of you
I think
having
it's good news Friday, everybody. How's the holidays? My holidays are good. How's that? A lot of fun. Mike's all in. Ronnie calls. Mike with a king high, and then picks up, I believe, that's Broadway. Yeah, that's Broadway. Little dead Ronnie stack there. I'm not like dead though. Ronnie has dominated this game.
I needed the chip.
Rami is definitely getting his games in for the year.
This year?
December 17th, that had a $400 buy-in, took first place for $22K in Las Vegas.
Not bad for a non-pro.
Big dog.
Just saying.
Call 15.
Then the next day, played another 400 buy-in, took 19th for another 1,000. So 822,600
Crushing it.
in 2 days.
I could have covered dinner, right? And maybe breakfast too. I would say.
Bar Poker Open in November
Here?
He took first place.
Here?
250 buy-in, yeah.
Nice.
Event 1 for 33,000. I don't think he's a pro. He's definitely got his fair share of winnings here. 2 million in winnings.
There's 2 paper J there. He's waiting. It's up.
Very lucky.
Jay likes that flop.
Jay loves that.
Rami
flop.
likes it a little bit.
I do not
I'm Jay. I'm isolating though for those 2 spades. I'm a little nervous.
5K Rami's calling. You gotta snap that off.
Rami has to do it.
Of course. Mike's searching for a 10.
About 5,000.
I think so.
He beat.
Fold. I don't know what he was doing in here.
He beat a bluff.
Right now, Mike is trying to push here, most likely. Good surprise.
10.
4 clubs.
Jay's still sitting on the top. Haven't seen him play too many hands. So if I were these players, I'd probably be thinking that.
Okay, so
Now Rami is definitely dominating this table. 37% of the chips on the table. Second is 14% at 85,000.
There's nothing more annoying than getting spam text. Good morning. Like, I don't know who you are. Leave me alone.
It's pretty crazy that they have that.
Yeah. Like, leave me alone. I don't want to.
Oh, people stopped answering phone calls, so now they just text
Oh,
you.
yeah. And I'm that guy. I'm literally that guy. I have a rule. I tell my mom this also. If you're going to get a hold of me on a number I don't know, leave a damn voicemail because I'm not answering the phone. If I know a number, I'm answering the phone. Steve's like a screwy. A folder. Steve's going to take that down. Small pot. So cool. Count.
Easy game.
Michael Hurst says he loves Rami as a dealer. I can say he's always super respectful to the staff and truly appreciates the dealer. Great guy. Yeah. I think I've done the Rami front staff. Very nice guy.
We have a pretty good group of people here.
Yeah.
Most of our regulars are really good to us, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here as long as I have, and you've seen next to people. And for the most part, it's been always cordial and respectful. We have a very consistent players that play all the time, so it's like a family in a lot of ways. Steve is looking to call things 100. Rami takes that down? No, Steve did call. Okay. He calls 6-4 off suit. And he's getting paid off her now too. If she spikes the 6. Yeah, the Kings are a little nervous about this. We'll see. Turn card to Jack. Now 2 overs.
Rami needs to take a stab at it if he wants to take this pot down.
That's an 8 there. Steve and check mark. Steve's gonna get paid off here if he can hold on here on the river.
Check. Rami, you gave it away. Pro move.
Steve's a player.
Yeah, Steve's really good.
That's what he did, he lost. He was fucking people on call, but he lost one damn
Lucky call, and I make lucky call. Just lucky call. Call lucky. Very lucky call. Sorry. good guy. We don't want to lose you on the table, man. We buy stuff.
Raise 4,000.
Is that a hint to that really bad breath?
He's gonna call that.
Jay picks up pocket kings.
Is that re-raise there by Jay?
Sure is. 35?
Yes, but yeah. Chip it. That's a raise there too. You know? A bit of value. That's it right there. Take that one.
Sometimes you gotta scoop those up.
Yep. It's money. That's your stack. Nothing's wrong with it. It should matter.
It keeps you in. Rather than seeing an ace at the flop and then you get knocked out.
Without question. There's the sunlight here into the screen. We are actually going to have another slight cold front. Not as bad as cold as 1-2 weeks ago, but yeah, cold front coming this evening.
I love the weather. I like when it's cold.
Me too.
He just called it, right?
He's a big line.
I'm just glad that it was cold on Christmas.
Yeah.
Because it felt like Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what I want every year. I hate when you get like multiple cold fronts throughout the season, but when it's Christmas time, like the actual day of, it's hot.
Or rainy.
Well, and the rain part is the worst part. Was the only thing I hated this year about Christmas, but it was that it was raining and cold. I can't do rain and cold sometimes.
I was in Orlando. I don't think we had any rain up there.
Okay.
For Christmas.
It was rain for State.
Christmas Day? I think we went up there.
My kids apparently can't hang with the cold.
I love the cold.
My kids are like, Dad, keep you warm, give me a hug, Dad, give me a jacket. I've been bragging that they're gonna looking forward to the cold weather, and then it comes like, oh wait, never mind.
Never mind, I take it back.
Hey, you chose violence, buddy. The Cole has a mystery hand here, so for now, Rami check mark with 3 jacks, but I would bet to say Rami is going to be the winner here.
Only you didn't throw the chip.
That's 14,000.
You don't think Cole has ace jack? See?
No. I think the odds are he does not. The odds are, but
he probably would have snapped him if he had ace
jack.
jack.
Yeah, I'm saying. All right, so Michael, we'll see you in 30 minutes.
Sounds good.
As Oaktai returns to the booth, chip up count update. Rami continues to dominate this table with 255,000 chips. Oaktai's back, of course, and what you've been missing is the same old, same old. Rami continues to dominate.
Yeah.
Rami's not crossed 200,000 chips on this table.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Running good.
You're running good. That's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, it's funny between a good story and a bad story. Sometimes it's one hand, one card. You've got ace jack suited. It's always better when you have an ace and a suited card. It's always better when nobody has anything. So that's going to be.
We were talking a while ago when Michael's on here, like he can't stand ace king.
I know, he told me that.
I can't stand ace jack. But ace jack suited, you have to at least get some respect, right?
Sometimes ace jack suited, it's a monster. A lot of times, it can get you into trouble.
Ace jack in general gets you in trouble, but at least ace jack suited it gives you more options.
You feel that way
potentially.
It's probably a 1% difference, and but it seems so much bigger.
Again, the board's going to speak on that.
Yeah,
You
correct.
know what I'm saying?
The flop is ever going to speak of that.
Yeah.
Would I miss anything crazy? We missing?
No fireworks though. No, nothing.
Okay.
Everything's been pretty much even keel.
Nice, that's good.
Rami's dominating, and that's about it.
I just looked at the board. They have 199 entries.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. We're going to surpass day 1 yesterday.
And I'll probably surpass tomorrow. Flight B will probably be even bigger.
Yeah, the last flight's always the biggest one. Saturday should be the biggest flight. We have a nighttime flight that just started. That's going to be exciting. That makes the 4th flight for this tournament.
Alright, guys, your next dealer is here.
4 chances
Good luck, guys. Thank you.
to make some money. That's the goal, to win poker. So poker in general can be really easy when the cards go your way.
Yeah.
It's kind of a flowish kind of thing. It's very similar to life in my retrospect is that, you know, life is easy when everything goes your way, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have any problems, the car's running, life is easy. But when the problems arise, that's when your internal testitude is tested. What kind of person are you, you know? Poker's the same thing. You're going to have some bad cards, you're going to have some bad runs, you're going to have some suckouts, you know, but do you complain about that, or do you focus on the next hand? And I think that's, you know, to win in a tournament, you know, you're never going to win in one hand, unless it's the last hand of the tournament when your head's up. But mostly you got to grind, you know, you got to stay focused, you got to stay positive, you know, you got to put your chips in, hope for the best.
I agree.
Same thing with life. The parallels are so close.
Any analogies there?
Think so.
Mr. Oak Tide.
Yeah.
Oak Tree.
Oak Tree. Oak Tree, you know what?
Look at Ace Queen suited.
I love it. That's a good hand.
3-bet 12K.
Look just like Ace Jack, but better.
Yeah. Prettier.
3K bet to 12K. So the blinds are now 1K, 2K?
Correct.
Great. What level is that? Do you know?
I believe that's level 10, right?
Okay.
Gotta be level 10, right?
I should look at the structure. It's probably on my phone. We have a structure sheet.
I think we
do. Awesome.
Is it? Yep. Level 10. Yep.
So that's amazing. A level 10, which is, it started at 11:15 tonight. It's 4 p.m. So 5 hours, if I do the math correctly.
Yeah.
And level 10 is 1K, 2K. You started with 40,000 chips. So even if you're even with starting stack, you still got 40 big lines. 20 big lines, sorry. That's great. I mean, you should have more than 40,000 at this time if you're running good in the tournament. But even if you don't have, if you run bad, you still got time to chip up. So they say.
Apex Soul says hi. Are we looking to surpass guarantee with this flight?
Oh, yeah.
I would think so at this point. We don't have the official numbers yet, but I mean, yeah, I think we're there already. And we still got Flight C, which just started about half an hour ago, and then Flight D tomorrow at 11:15, which will have most likely a bigger number than we have today of entries because the last flight's always the biggest one in terms of volume.
Yeah.
So, but I think we're already past it right now. We were already halfway there yesterday.
Right. Yeah, so we probably made the guarantee tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's without the flight C, right? Without tonight's flight. So these two flights alone probably guaranteed. So we're looking at, you know, if we keep it at this pace, 200K.
200K. I said what? Depending on how tonight goes. If this mid-flight thing, Flight C works out great, we look at that possible 200K being in play.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve is all in with 10-9 suited, the hearts. Got two people behind him thinking about making a call. Rami, who has 200,000 in chips, it's like almost mathematical. I can easily make that call with ace high.
3, right?
Yeah.
3.
Mike's a queen jack. I like queen jack. It's a good hand. He was all in first, right? So Mike was all in with 12.
I mean,
Steve went all in to isolate, but I think.
I mean, technically, Rami's ahead. Technically, though the odds favor Steve because of the hearts.
Well,
right now, you know what I'm saying? Look, ace high, obviously ahead right now, technically, but
right. But Steve's got almost 2 overcards, suited connected, so he's got a straight draw flush.
Right, exactly.
2 overcards. That's why 54% into the favorite there. So it's almost like a coin toss.
So Steve's almost 30K. Mike's gonna call this. Mike's gonna have a stack. Well, Mike's already in.
Mike's already in.
So
he's already in for 12K, which is a big blind push. You're supposed to do that. I have no problem with
Mike. Mike's the call.
He made the call. He mathematically said, you know, I priced in here. I can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Right.
So.
All right, sweet fun. Here we go. Turn card. There's a 3. He got a 3.
Oh, wow. I mean,
wow. And Rami collects all of it. Takes out Steve and Mike.
Bam. 1-2 knockout.
Was that a 3-outer?
Yeah.
Nice hand.
Well, we had an ace
though.
That's the whole thing. I didn't know the flop was there. I was just looking at
Yeah,
the whole card.
I mean, like I said, technically, I mean, look, the numbers show Steve's ahead.
Right.
But technically, Rami was ahead because he had ace high.
Right.
Steve still had to get there.
Correct.
So, and just like that, Rami now has half the stacks on the table.
On our feature table.
309,000 units right now.
Yikes.
Rami is a monster right now. He smiles.
Yeah. You got 100 big blinds. You're feeling really comfortable.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
50% of the chicks on this table are holding but one player. He wishes this was the final table because, you know.
I think the challenge now, when you're in this spot,
right?
The challenge, really, honestly, in my opinion, is to sustain.
Right.
Because again, now you're in a situation where, like, not saying you're guaranteed to get there. Obviously, anything can happen in the next couple of hands.
Yeah, right.
But the likelihood of Rami getting to day 2 is very high.
Of course.
You want to get to day 2 feeling good about your stack, not just making it, but also having a nice, amount of chips to play with for day 2. Because you still be playing about another 10 tables, probably, likely, based on how this is going. You can have upwards of 8 to 10 tables on Sunday. So you still want to feel good about yourselves going to day 2 as well.
Right,
So,
but we still got like another 5 hours of poker
right, which
tonight.
is why what he did there, I respect.
Yeah.
He's staying on the gas.
Yeah.
Because, look, I'm ahead now, but this is a bigger picture. This is one small story, a bigger picture.
Right.
I need chips.
Yeah.
I need to get chips.
Right.
So I respect that call. That's why I like to play that call.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, that's he took an overall I want to say, like, each thought process was like, 2 players in, how much was in the pot, how much does it take to call,
right?
What are my odds to win? So that's a calculation. It's a mathematical calculation that's some people don't do in poker.
Right.
Like my whole cards versus your whole cards. There's a lot to it. I mean, the risk was worth the reward, and justified. It shows why you're supposed to make that call sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally agree with you.
It wasn't 100%. Yeah, 100% call. I mean, fold would have been okay. Like you said, he could take the second round.
But he's thinking big picture. Like I said,
right?
That's just like I said.
Put my chips to use. Let me get some more chips, and that's what he did.
And he got paid off for it.
And per se, in a bounty tournament, it's even more. It's like more prominent. People make those calls for the chance to win.
Yeah, because there's more of an incentive.
Yeah,
right.
So.
And again, this is a challenge of playing not just a tournament. You're playing a multi-day tournament. So, again, it's a wider scope.
Yeah.
Like, if this was a regular Friday tournament, he might fold that because, you know what? I just need to get to 10 here and I'm good.
Yeah, correct.
But you're still playing to get to Sunday, and Sunday will have about 8, 10 tables themselves.
Yeah, right. And everyone's going to have some big chips. And if you're if you're just playing it safe, you don't have you're not going to be a contention. Right.
Exactly.
So, absolutely. I mean, you want to run good and put your hands. That's what you got to do sometimes. Take the risk.
Right.
I agree.
But this game is all about risk at the end of the day. And again, if you're not willing to take risk in this game, why are you playing it?
Right.
Because this game is all about risk. It's all about odds.
Of course, yeah. But there is a game called Risk. What's that game? Was there the board game called Risk?
I thought there was a game called Risk.
Yeah. I remember. You can have that place too, but
right.
You can't play it safe. That's the thing about poker. It is obviously a game. There is money involved, which changes it. If you take the money equation out of the game, free poker is 100% different than cash game poker.
Right.
So, but if you play the game where the money doesn't matter, you play better. If you don't focus on, well, I can win $100 or something like that, along those lines, and you're just playing optimal poker, they call it GTO, game theory optimal. If you play really good poker and you don't let the emotions of the money play a factor, you're definitely going to do better.
Look at the face and then I make the call.
Ace King suited. Where's Mike at? I love this hand.
Can't say those screws.
I do the same thing. I go lane.
So Hugh raised the 5K.
He did. Which is like a mid-raise. I mean, 4K, 5K.
Feeler bet.
Yeah, nobody has anything. So if he gets through, he's gonna win it. But if Rami had something, maybe he would have played. He could show him ace game. But I probably would have raised it a little bit higher, even though it's the same situation. 5K doesn't get, nobody has anything, you win. But still, if somebody has something, you maximize your value when you raise a little bit higher than, 6K, 7K. I think. I don't know.
I'm saying, okay, no, I just don't. I'm saying, now you carries out of the bag.
What is Rami saying? He's teaching someone how to play cards.
Well, when he's playing, he should be teaching people how to play cards.
You know, the funny thing is, you know, we stream this for entertainment purposes, but there's educational. If you want to play the game of poker, you can watch good players how they play. There's so many factors that go into the game. It's almost mesmerizing. There's so many nuances, so many little.
It's what makes this game amazing.
It is, and it's almost like boundless. There's like so many. There's so many. And no hand can play the same. You know, there's like a million possibilities, combinations. Sometimes the cards play. Sometimes the chips play. Position makes a factor. The emotions make a factor. You won the last hand, so sometimes you play the next hand better. So many factors that go into this game. That's why I love it so much.
That's why I love playing cash game. I love watching tournament play.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if you're watching a product, you want to see the strategy behind it. You want to see the nuance, and you get more of that in a
tournament.
In a tournament, doing a cash game.
Right.
Cash game is hand to hand.
It could be, yeah. The cash game it's such a weird difference. I mean, it's the same poker, like but there's the finance is different. Like, right, you can pick up Ace King again. Did he not throw him in the last time?
Suited too.
In cash game, you can pick up at any moment. In tournament, you have to finish. You can't just decide you want to go, or you could, but the money is when you get to the end, when you get knocked out, or you take all the chips. That's the whole process.
Do you like that he mid-ranged the Ace King?
I like this race better than the last time when Hugh had it. He raced to 5K.
Same
7K.
idea though. Almost the same idea.
A little bit, yeah. But like I said, the value you don't want to go too crazy because what are you getting called with, But Cole called with threes because it was almost worth it, right?
Right.
Hugh's in the hand. We don't know what Hugh has though.
I can take a wild guess. Maybe it's an 8.
That'd be great if he did. It's still 50-50.
Just for the this for the entertainment.
We're gonna assume that he has an 8.
Yes,
see if the diamond comes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you check. We check 8. Yeah, maybe he would. His first act. He probably check 8, right?
I would probably check an 8 if I had an 8.
Let folks bet into me a little.
Right. Let someone go. Then we check the round.
Turn card.
King. Ooh, yeah, that makes it better.
I guess King 8.
No. King 9 possible because it's the K9.
Yeah.
And that's terrible if you do because you're dominated. Okay, so he does not have an 8. He folded. Ooh, I like the little side thing. We got a pre-flop, flop turn. I love it. When did that start? When did this start here? I love it.
We always had that.
Did we really? I've never seen it before till today.
I use it once in a while for extra information.
Okay, great, yeah.
Deliver to the folks.
Ace King's gonna show down. He's gonna win.
This is how we got here.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
that's how we got here.
Right. Interesting. Check back on the river. You're afraid someone has an 8 when you bet and someone calls you, so you played it safe instead of betting on the river, trying to get bet out of the hand. You learn that sometimes in poker. It's the best thing to do. Is just check it down. Tournament poker. There's so much. And who's Matt? His 200 to 5K.
Yeah, Steve got knocked out by Rami. Asking.
Yeah.
Crazy T boy.
Yep. That's Twan, right?
It is Twan?
We found out. Yeah.
You changed his name?
Yeah.
Oh, what a jerk.
What happened with Steve earlier? He had chips, and then he got it all in.
Were you here for the double knockout?
No.
Rami? You weren't for that?
No, I was here for that.
Yeah,
but I'm saying he had 30K though. When he went in all in with the flush draw, he lost. What happened was prior to that story was that he lost prior to that because if he kept on running good and he had more chips, he wouldn't have made that move.
Mm-hmm.
So when his chips almost dictated the hand, he is a jerk.
Yeah, that's what I said. No warning. It's coming incognito, change his name and stuff. Come on.
So look at Rami using his chips to his advantage. 7 deuce. Jay opens up. He raises a 7K, and Jay says, "You know what? It's not worth my tournament life. It's Ace Jack." And John Reed was way ahead.
Because Rami is thinking, like I said earlier on the stream.
Yeah.
It's not about just this table or about this day.
Right.
It's about getting as much hands, as much chips as I could going into day 2.
But here's the thing, though. We can see the whole card, so we know that he's playing his chips.
Right.
When you're on the table, you can't see what he's doing, so you only have to assume he could have a possibly good hand.
And that's the beauty of having a stack he has.
Right.
When you're in the position you are now, you can apply pressure and make folks think about it, as Mike is doing.
Right.
7K.
Yes.
By the way, Tuan says crazy BT boy means Vietnamese.
Oh, okay, cool. Sounds good.
I'd rather raise with 7 deuce.
Basically means
He just said I'd rather raise with 7 deuce. That's what he just did a little while ago.
Raise with 7 deuce.
It's what he's saying. He's a crazy Vietnamese.
He's crazy, that's for sure.
We know that.
Yeah.
You got to take it down with 7 deuce pre-flop once in a while.
Let's go, Rami.
Well, Matt's actually doing pretty well.
That's what I'm saying. What seat's Matt in? You the guy with us?
I think seat 8. Seat 8? No, not seat 8. I'm sorry.
That's the guy with the hat, right? That's Matt. That looks right.
I believe so.
Yeah, that looks like 200K right there. Okay. So now we've dictated who Matt is.
Yeah.
And the problem with having 200,000 in this table is that you have 2 seats from to your left, the person in position with more chips than you.
But his job also should be the same as Rami.
It's harder though. That's the thing. If he had a shorter stack, it's easier to play per se. But now you want position, so he wants seat 1 or seat 2.
Mm-hmm.
Seat 3 is fine as well, but he's out of position. When you make a decision, you have to worry about somebody making a decision that could cost you your tournament life behind you. That kind of like handcuffs you a little bit. You can't play as aggressive. He can't play as aggressive as Rami can because Rami doesn't have anyone to worry about behind him to his left.
Well, according to Swan, he said this American said, Matt is a pro. He will navigate through it.
Okay.
Did you have called with 7s?
Yes. Raise and re-raise 7 is
I'm not saying anything that Matt's going to do anything wrong. What I'm saying is if I was in Matt's position, unfortunately, when you have a bigger chip stacked to your left, you want them always to your right.
I agree 100%.
That's all.
No, that's what I'm saying is.
It's like I got a 28 gun, but someone's got a 45.
Right.
That's all. You know, we both can shoot each other, but, you know, someone has an advantage.
You have 1 over.
Since you asked, that's why.
Yeah, no, I respect. I just
Anytime. No. I mean, normally I'm not giving my opinion ever. Since you asked, that's why.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
It's funny that Rami is a quiet person normally on the poker table. He doesn't talk too much. But somehow his chip stacked and really comfortable. He's getting a little bit more information than he normally does. Friendly guy, though, on and off the table. I like players like that. A lot of respect.
Yeah.
No, it's chill, bro.
Cole's all in playing half.
Cole! What happened to Cole's stack? What did I miss?
Went away.
Yeah, for half an hour I was gone. See how things could change so quickly in the tournament?
Exactly.
Well, he's all in now. Good luck, Cole. See if you get any callers.
Big pair.
Kind of happy he didn't. Jordan would have called. They would have been off to the races.
Yep.
And you're trailing. But that's how you do it, though. Sometimes the best play is to go for it. Give it all you got.
I don't have the chips up there. What, 10, 20 right now?
Thank you. Yeah, but you're probably behind.
He's too tall for you. Very cool. He out-rebounded me.
See, Rami has a pocket pair of 8s. And he's going to lead out for 5,000 chips.
What happened? Slow down.
We're talking about your 3. We're talking about your hand.
Which one?
The ace 3. When you needed the 3.
Paul's the only caller so far.
Yeah, ace 5 was good.
Right, when you had ace 5.
So here's Matt on the button. Loves his position. He's going to make the call. Don't know what his hole cards are just yet.
They're narrating it.
Didn't have any.
Yeah, don't think about guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Queen Jack.
Call 5 king. You call 5K. So.
Yeah, but he's calling more out of position, I think, than he is calling what his whole cards are. He's finally got position on the chip lead, you know, on the table.
But you gotta have something at least to call.
No, you have to have something, of course, but the good part is that you can catch something, and this is the whole point. The person has to act before you, so you can make your decision based on what he does.
Alright, 5 comes out. 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
So
A
it's
set
set
of
for
eights.
Rami. Rami continues to dominate
Wow. Let's see how you play a set
here.
of
But let's see
eights.
what Matt has though too. Also, Jay has a draw, a straight draw.
Yeah, Jay has an open-ended straight draw, but
Mike has a gut shot. So a lot. So Rami's ahead though. If I'm Rami, I'm betting out here.
he did. He let out.
Yep, 12,000. Apply some pressure.
Matt's calling in position, not knowing that he's way behind.
Well, we don't know what Matt has those things. So
What do you think he has? If he has a set of sevens, he's way behind. It doesn't matter.
There was a guy sitting in this chair earlier. Did you see chip 3? 3, right here.
Look at this. 4 players. Everyone going for it.
what does Matt have?
I told you, Queen Jack.
Something's wrong.
Uh-oh.
Now he just hit his pair.
Assuming that. Yes.
I wonder how right I am. I get a better feel if I'm on the table,
Let's
I can
just
tell you.
pray Matt stays in the hand.
That's so we can find out. Let's see.
Knife to fight Rami and then fight. Either way.
So in check, check. Rami goes, who'd you guys check? You have cards? Yeah, I have cards. Okay, so now the board's getting a little dicey. You got 2 diamonds out there, straight draws out there. Let's not play around, right? So he's gonna bet heavy. I'd say he bets anywhere from 35 to 40,000 to this pot.
Many seats.
Hey!
Good job. Matt's thinking about it.
Well, he just made a pair. He made a pair of queens. Of course, he's thinking about it.
Allegedly.
This is the fun part about poker, right? So this is we're almost like live, where we get to see when we're playing in the game. We know what we have. We're Rami, right? We have a set of 8s, and we're looking at a player who has 2 whole cards. We can't see what Matt has, right? So this is like real live poker. All right, he's laying it down. Show, shot. Oh, gotta find out. He laid down top there.
He was 7 out there.
My wife, kid.
So here's the thing: do you go for the draw? You're open-ended. Do you go for it or not? It's too much. That's the bet. And Rami's very happy with this pot.
Of course he is.
Like, it's not about value. It's about not losing. So he's gonna show a set of 8s, and the reason why he's showing here is to get some more table cred. Like street cred, you know, you shoot somebody, you show them that you shot
And
them.
by doing that, you also could
Bluff later on the streets.
Bingo.
Exactly. That's what that is. Right.
Bingo.
Right. Woo! Stepping up to 370,000 in chips. Matt, because he played that last hand, dropped a little bit, so it's like a.
You'll see my play, your play. Everybody plays.
I wanted to see what Matt was saying when his hand was.
Free lessons. Sing. Raising with 7 deuce. 8s, man. Set of 8s.
Another ace king suited,
This time wasn't 7
and he's all in.
This was new 7 deuce.
I like the play. 42K though.
Ace king suited.
20 big blinds. He didn't have to go all in, but it's fair. He'll pick up the blinds. I don't see anyone calling here. Even though Rami's the big blind, I don't think he's calling.
He just missed the value.
See? Missed value.
I'm claiming.
I just got the table. I didn't know how you played.
He had the nuts, right? Yeah, he had the nuts. Yeah, the nuts, you gotta overbet.
I like it. They're talking poker strategy on the table. Great.
And he had the 9 for, probably 6, 7, 8 board.
I don't think he had a set.
I 2 8.
Showing the bluff is just as good as showing a strong hand. You know what? You mix it up. Definitely want to show both. A lot of times I show a bluff if the table's so tight I'm not getting any action. Then you got to show a bluff. That way they loosen up a little bit. At this stage of the game, Rami doesn't have to really worry about too much. He just has to worry about his whole cards holding up in a race situation. Jordan has the pocket pair of 10. He's going to lead out.
Right.
It wasn't a raise, it was just a flat. Oh, just a flat call with tens. Playing it safe. I prefer the ladder of raising.
Yeah, what if you don't put them in the box?
This is the thing when you just limp in, you get 4 people to see the flop. Tens aren't really that strong unless you hit a set. That's what everyone's gonna do here. Paul is playing 7 deuce in the big blind. Had no other choice. Set of tens. Did I tell you how to set?
Yep.
That's it. I just say the best thing to do is to lip in.
It's like you know what the hell's going on.
I'm just kidding. You would have got more value if you raised, but it's okay. You bet 4K. No, check it. Check. The great thing about poker is that everyone plays differently. My style is different than someone else's style. If my resume had 10 million in chips, you could listen to what I'm saying, but I don't have 10 millions in my hand in mob, so don't listen to me. I mean, I'm just talking from what am I feeling, you know.
We should check it in the mob today if we get a chance.
Check who's in the mob.
You're in the mob.
Mine?
Yeah.
We can pull it up. It's 191,000.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You can buy me a cookie.
I could. Good.
Chocolate chip though. Don't get in that cheap crap.
No.
Macadamia. Who the hell eats that crap? Macadamia and sugar cookies. Give me chocolate chip, buddy. Soft. Slightly hard on the outside.
All right. Well, by still playing his pocket 10, he's got a lot of action going on here now.
River card coming 3. Straight for Mike. Straight for Mike.
Mike hit the one outer that he needed.
Wanna.
Killed his set of tens. Brutal. Rami's gonna check, obviously. Did he check already? He checks. Yeah, that's what I thought. Check. He's all in. Rami's gonna make the call because it's so little. All right, 3-way. Max value for the straight. Look at that, baby. Triple up. Rami's like, why'd I hit 2 pair? And sometimes 2 pairs good, you know? Sometimes 2 pair beats a big pair.
All right, here is
Mike's back.
There we go. Let's see after 3.
All right, man. See you.
Trouble.
I had a straight draw.
Yeah, I figured. I knew I was in trouble. That's the worst. The way that board was running.
Be careful.
I'd open into on the
When he called me.
You don't need that anyways.
I knew I was.
Just a clock in and out.
Get another one for $5.
No, I'm glad
Free if you have your old one.
Oh, cool.
I only know because I've had to do it 100 times.
So what happened there was Rami was priced in to make a call, and it doesn't really hurt his stack too big. Still got 351,000. Chip leader on this feature table.
Who did he stack while I was gone?
That's a good question. I think Colin? No, Colin's still in it. Colin. Bolt.
Cole?
Yeah, he's still in it. Steve was one of the victims. Colin.
The chef salad, rancher balsamic, or chicken.
Even another player that was short stacked, and he made a call. They both, one had a straight draw and flush. Steve had a flush draw. And he had ace high. And he turned the wheel or something. So he took out 2 smaller stacks. He's running good, as they say. Running good.
In the hot seat.
Yeah, of course, slow play. Sometimes that's what happens when you trap. You know, he had a set of 10s. The last hand you just missed it. Jordan had a set of 10s and slow played himself to death, and another player hit the straight on the river. So that's what happens when you have such a strong hand. You slow play yourself, you're trying to trap, and you become the trapper. This hand's good for Jordan. King, queen on an 8-king, 10 flop. Paul has little, but he's going to lead out. So it was a bet of 3K and a mid-race to 6K, or just a flat call? 7,000, right? Yeah.
Are there 3 players?
No, his heads up. That was Paul and Jordan. He shows them. Hey, look what I have.
7.
GG, are you in?
I wouldn't have showed the hand right there. You don't need to give away that information.
I only show my bluffs.
Yeah.
You can't go like straight.
I like to put people on tilt.
One side.
Too much chewing.
It's always good. It's definitely always good. But I mean, sometimes when you show bluff, and I just tell you my opinion, this happened the other day in a cash game. You show too many bluffs, people call you down, and then you get beat because someone didn't want to fold a hand because they thought you were bluffing.
I only bluff one time a day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Only once?
One time per session.
Okay.
And it's normally with 2-3 offsuit.
Really?
Yeah, because that tilts people.
Interesting.
That tilts people really hard when you
Show the 2-3?
yeah.
Yeah, it goes through.
Big pot. You show the deuce 3.
I wish we had an employee tournament just so I could play. Just so I could play some of these people. It's so good.
We should.
I'm down. I mean, listen, it doesn't have to be for money. It could be for prizes. You know, like
Let's put a T-shirt up.
let's go. I mean, I'll invest anything up to $300. I'm in.
I think we could get 39 watchers.
That's great.
Sorry, Zelda.
Yeah, I know. Twan, he didn't open tens. He was trying to play tricky, and I think at the same time he was trying to play soft, like safe. He didn't want to open himself to get caught up in the race. But I think I said I would have raised too. That's always the strategy sometimes.
How many players were there? 3? 4?
For what?
For pre-flop for that hand with the 10s.
5.
5.
Yeah, because he limped. Everyone limped in, so that's the whole thing. It was like 5 players all flop, and they 2 players had straight draws. And one went there. He flopped a set of 10s and didn't get value.
The lady dealer.
Look at GG in the box, and it looks like an all-in play. Cole has Queen 10, and Rami has Ace. And Ace High is going to win this one.
Ace of Hearts.
And you know what you said earlier, though, that Rami took out Cole? You predicted it because it just happened. Ooh, it just happened.
I just saw Cole was low in chips.
Right. Yeah, Cole was running good earlier. Remember when we were talking?
Now Rami is.
Yeah, Rami's running great. Not good. Rami's running great. But, you know, it's easy to run great when you're comfortable and you have chips in front of you, cards are going your way. Of
course.
Jesus Christ.
It's easy to make a call for 30,000.
Yes, that was a 30K.
But it's only
no big deal.
98% of your stack.
Yeah. Such a different play. Like,
I think we need to color him up.
we could, right?
Maybe that'll make him play a little tighter.
No, probably
I
wouldn't.
have less chips.
No, he wouldn't, because he was throwing one of those yellow chips for 25K, like it's nothing. Ace King is like a theme here.
It's starting to be. Hold it.
I definitely know Paul does not listen to you.
No, nobody listens to me when I say folding.
Does he go all in? He goes all in. Nope.
Race 11,000.
Raised up to 11,000. And that's going to win. How about that, Mike? How about that?
It won one.
How about that?
First time in 4 hours.
Is that the first time? I mean, we weren't taking the tally, but we should have. That's the next stream we're on. We're going to do that. I'm going to get a little piece of paper, and I'm going to put down Ace King. How many times?
You working Sunday?
I'm not. No, what's
No?
your stream?
Okay.
The final table Sunday. That would be
Alright.
awesome.
I'll do it for you. I'll send you a picture.
Ace King tally. Yes, do it. Oh, I love it. We'll put it to a scientific test.
That'll be a final table, so
That is the final table. Yes.
that's when you should be playing your Ace King.
Oh, then it changes for you? Is that what he's saying? Oh, Lord.
No, I still fold it.
Right. Which is incorrect.
Man, I hate it.
Stop saying that, sir. Stop saying it. If you play poker, stop saying I can't. I hate when people say I hate jacks. That's another thing. Jacks, tens, those are good hands. Ace, king, premiums. Raise it up.
All right, we'll play heads up. You can have 10s and higher, and I'll get any other card.
Let's go.
I'll take 8, 9 suited. Every hand.
It's not what you get, it's how you play them. Okay?
Play short deck. You can have the top half. I'll take the
I
bottom.
don't even never played short deck. I've seen it. I don't know how they understand that. It's so crazy. Since poker wasn't boring enough, they had to take out some of the decks and change it up the rules.
It's 10s and higher.
I know. It's crazy.
Or is it 8s and higher? Something like that.
Something like that. 8. Yeah. Someone looks like a peanut. 8,000. With a flush draw. This is like 50-50 here, right?
30,000.
Hugh raises it up. He likes his hand better.
Snap fold.
Well, you only had ace high, and it's not the right suits.
You can go runner.
He didn't. You know, he didn't need anything. He didn't need anything. He would have won with ace high. If it went 2-3 on the brick, it went 2 of diamonds, 3 of hearts. He would have won.
Could have gone spade.
It could have, yeah. That's the funny thing. He didn't need anything. He didn't need to go anything. That's the whole thing.
It was an easy tell. Oh boy. Getting ready to jump out of my seat. No, you
Oh,
didn't give me a tell, but
Robin took off his second shirt, sweater. He's down. Watch out, people.
He's getting hot.
He's getting ready to play.
I was hoping I was wrong.
Heating
Right
up.
into a brick wall. Nice hammer.
He says that the lights are making me warm. I'm superstitious though. If I'm running good with a sweater on, I sweat my ass off. My sweater does not come off. Sorry, are you superstitious at all?
A little bit, but not overly.
Superstitious.
You're funny guy.
Not overly superstitious?
No.
Like you don't wear the same underwear twice?
I actually thought I had a
No.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you what I wore last time I won.
Apex, I agree with you. It's tough to run against a person who not only is running good but has all the chips on the table. It's so tough.
65.
He was on the button with a pair of nines. I like this hand.
Running so hot he had to take his sweater off.
Yeah, that's for sure. Let's raise it up.
20,000.
20K. Splash the pots.
Rami's sitting with that ace of hearts again. Calling
No,
it.
he folds.
Calling it.
No, he folds. I can tell by his posture he folds.
One of those.
He goes, oh, he did. How'd you guess the ace of hearts? How'd you see that? That was great.
Better than that?
You do got some poker skills in you, kid.
Better than ace high?
Better than ace high.
I just know how to read a stream.
Ace high.
Yeah. Matt had 200K and then forced to like fold a lot of hands. He's dropping down. He's going in the opposite direction of what you're supposed to do. When you're going to 177, it's only 30,000 in chips. But however, momentum is key in the game. But when you're consummate professional, you know how to be patient, wait for the spots. No use of getting crazy there.
He's waiting for Rami to cool down.
I was okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Either way,
Maybe.
you know?
Don't want to compete with the guy who's hitting everything.
No, that's what I said earlier. You know, I mean, you weren't here. I think I talked to Ernest about that. It's like it's difficult to do it. And then someone on the stream was saying like Matt's a professional. He can handle any position. I'm like, I'm not saying anything against Matt. Just that when you have a person who's a chip leader running good on your left, it's so much harder to play the game.
Heads up.
Definitely don't want to be heads up against that person.
No, against a person who can knock you out of the tournament. Exactly. Unless you got the best of it, you know, it's a dream. So Matt's got top pair, but there's 3 clubs out there.
Wrong black cards for
It's okay though. It's gonna work because someone who has 9-5 suited doesn't hit anything on the board.
Take a stab at it.
No, he folds. I know his MO already. I can tell you.
Counting is
No, that's
I know, he's
posturing.
not gonna bet.
Nothing. I can tell you. Even before he did it, I can tell you he's gonna fold. Nothing against it. I mean, nothing. I mean, Jay, listen, buddy, do what you got to do.
There were some good targets here.
Yeah. I look at my cards later after raising. Yeah. It's a good target. One side 7 deuce.
Rami's giving some tips about what he does and how he plays. Sometimes I raise, I don't even look at my cards. Nice.
That's what everybody wants to hear.
Yeah, of course. When your VPEP, I mean, he's backing it up. His VPEP is 45%. That's like 50% of the hands he's in it.
My table was crazy. Nobody was folding like.
But is it enough?
We're going
It's more than enough when you have the chip lead, really. I mean, you still got another 5 hours of poker going on in your head, so it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Right.
You know, things can change. I've seen chip leaders become, you know, busto in 3 or 4 hands. Matt doubles up. Matt goes from 117 to the new chip leader. Or, you know, it all depends. Speaking of which, Matt raises on the cutoff with Queen 4 suited, playing position more than his cards. 3 to the flop.
Ace 7 went like crazy on him.
10-10 king.
I had the read on it.
Doesn't really help anybody.
It doesn't. But C-bet will probably win here, which a consummate professional is going to do.
You don't have that.
I would have went a little higher.
7 is a call me bet in my opinion.
He made the call. Yeah. And look at that! Look at that!
Gets rewarded.
Oh, Jesus. Now what do? You pump the brakes or you fire another bullet? 2 more bullets, baby.
25.
He checked. He said check. He verbally said check. Mike's going to say, oh, you checked? Oh, well then here, how about this?
How do you like them apples? Throw it away and we'll make applesauce.
There you go. Not the way you want things to go. Still dropping in chips. I mean, it's still early, it's still a big deal. But momentum is so key in a tournament. You really want to go up. Duh. I mean, I'm not stating the obvious, but new player to the table.
Looks like he's a fresh new player. Hard to tell from here.
40K starting stack? Interesting.
Could be a yellow down there.
Could be. All these people who are on this feature table were randomly selected. So
it's a little hard to come in right now. With the blinds out where they are, you're coming in at 16 bigs.
but registration was still open, right? So
he came in with 18.5.
yeah, okay, so yeah. So definitely not a fresh stack.
Registration's open, but in my opinion, it'd probably be best to start on the flight C.
I would agree with you if I'm going to start in the tournament, unless you got something to do tomorrow and you don't want to play till 5 in the morning. Definitely. Ace King took that down. Are you counting this? That's twice for Ace King.
I lost count already after 1.
We're at 2. We're at 2. Ace King is 1.
Picks up the blinds.
It's okay. Listen. The blinds are still good. I mean, it's adding to your stack, whatever they are. They're we've gone up in blinds, so it's 1.5 and 2.5. There's 6,500 chips out there for grabs. Every orbit, every hand. This is going to be a button play. 8,000. Rates 8,000.
Oh, now it's personal. Okay, we were friends.
75.
Now it's personal.
7,000.
Not bad. Not bad. Close seat. Yeah.
3 bet.
Look, 6-3. It don't matter. It don't matter. Jordan is hoping to wake up with aces, but no. Not on this table, sir.
But it's suited.
He's represented. Team Sing.
Play it. Would you play it?
Yeah, one baldy.
Oh, okay. How do you play? How do you play that out of position to a chip leader?
With less than the starting stack.
Fold. It's tough. It's tough.
They want me to wear it now.
It's almost
Easy.
like, you know what
It is easy. That's the thing, though. See, there's no luck involved
Don't
right
think about
there.
it. Throw them away. You'll see another.
But there's no luck involved. See, people say poker's a game of luck. No. There's some luck to get to where you got to, but there's a lot of
definitely a lot of
skill.
skill.
Yeah.
To be a little bit scary.
like a great white when he's going to strike, his eyes roll back. Okay? Yeah.
It's like it goes to
They
pay.
like close to protect him. To protect him.
All this talking about poker, I wish I could play.
Getting poked out.
You think they need me tonight?
What do they call it? An evolution.
Take your badge now.
There you go, my man. Let's go. Let's go.
Otherwise, it'd be a lot of blind great whites.
They'll be on the desk when you get back downstairs
Oh
tonight.
yeah, sure, right. Well, this is technically a shift, right? I mean, just go home.
Yeah, sure.
Queen Jack, it's a hand I like. I don't know why I started to like this hand. I mean, it's not really that good of a hand, but I'm starting to like it. Player is all in. Paul with 8-5. Wow.
I wonder if that's a correct. Well, he's a button position play.
Yeah. It's not correct when you're doing it against the chip leader.
31,000.
Anyone got a coin? Anyone got a coin? Heads he calls, tails he doesn't call.
Oh, he's calling.
Bad timing, Paul. We'll see. We'll see. It's a flip. 50-50. His chances are 50-50.
Uh-oh. Oh, missed.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the free chips.
Looking to stack up to 400K.
Timing is key to everything.
No, he's getting, I think, tired of it. He's getting sick of it. Most likely. I don't blame him.
Often play 7 or 8 hours and then just throw it all in with 5-8.
But you want to push back and wrong timing. What can you do?
Oh,
Is that right?
Rami just said what I just said. Wrong timing. Good play, bad timing. Puts Rami up to 400K. And that's what happens when you're running good. People make mistakes like that, you know? He figured Rami would lay down a hand because he doesn't need the chips. But unfortunately, you got to know the player too. Rami's the type of player that he's not afraid to call you with queen high in a hand such a situation like that. Some players would definitely fold and say, you know what, I'm not going to give you extra chips. Got to know your player. Yeah. Mike, you're playing with 7s.
I always play. I like my hockey sticks. I like to send them to the muck.
Yeah.
Jiggities.
I don't know who started the name
Oh, you
Jiggities.
got a lot. I thought you didn't have any.
Andrew Needy, right?
I don't know.
I don't like the name Jiggities. I don't use it. I like fish hooks because I'm trying to catch fish. Jacks.
He caught a fish.
Sure did.
Fishing
Raised
for
it
a
up.
7. He's got 1 out.
He raised it up, didn't he? He raised it to 22.
Yep.
Raised up to 22K. Now what does Mike do? Mike's like, you know what? I got a pair. I'm not going to be bullied around. I'm just going to flat call. Off to the races.
I would be surprised if we see a 7.
7, 6, 3 flop would be amazing. But that's not too amazing.
Not even close.
It could slow down jacks though. When you have jacks and an overcard comes down, what you know, you're not too happy. You got a player calls you. Here's the question: do I bet or do I check? Do I bet? Do I check? What would you do?
With 7s?
Yeah. No, jacks. Jacks you. His first act.
If it gets checked to me, I have position.
He's first act. Jack has first.
Oh, Hugh.
Hugh.
I misread it.
I'm too nice.
He hasn't decided. Did you go all in?
You went all in.
Oh, what? That's crazy. With a queen up there? That's terrible. It's going to
He
work.
doesn't want to see another spade.
It's going to
He
work.
doesn't want to see any more cards.
Here's the thing about this play. Yes, this will win this pot, okay? However, if Mike had king, queen, ace, queen, he's snap calling and just
Right.
donkeyed off all his chips.
Well, good thing there's another one running.
And that's, you know, that's the funny thing about that. Like you just said, correct.
In 1 hour,
right.
you can get into satellite. For
Correct. He can
$65.
still enter tonight's play, right, for $300 if he has it in his pocket, or he can play tonight, or he can play the satellite. So right, okay. So his decision was sound based off of those reactions.
He has the opportunity to also knock somebody out. Continue on.
Knock someone out? How?
Mike calls. Their stacks are pretty even. 72 and 73. Knocks out Mike if he wins.
Mike's not calling. Mike's
No.
just posturing.
No, of
Can't
course
make
not.
that call. We never said course not.
I don't think he's me.
Okay, yeah.
You can't make that call with this board. 2 overs.
It would be
2
crazy.
spades.
It would be crazy if he did make the call and instead he came on the river. Oh, don't say of course not. He
Oh
made
my
the
God.
call. What?
He's got 1 out.
Wow.
Well, it could go spade, but he's got 1 out. 1-7
Holy cow.
left in the deck.
Ace, no help. 9, no help. And
All right.
look at that, buddy.
Hughes gonna take it.
You is definitely
So he
doubling
knocked
up.
somebody out. He doubled up.
He did.
So that leaves
Phew.
71 players left.
Have we crossed the 200 threshold? Entries?
205.
205 entries. That's
That
pretty
means
good.
we already broke the guarantee.
For sure.
65,
Gigi's doing a chip confirmation here.
273.
73, 72, 5. So Mike has been officially eliminated.
See you next time, Mike.
Got him a 1 chip. Oof. So we said definitely he wasn't going to call, but here's the thing. So he felt like he was right. He didn't have the queen. So part of his information guessing process was right. However, he did have a bigger pair. So
all he needed was an 8.
Yeah, well, that's not the way it went down.
Fish hooks.
Fish hooks are good, yeah. And it moves him up to second place on our table. Matt dropped down to third. Feels good when you win, when you make a decision like that, Semi-bluffing. He thought he was semi-bluffing.
How not to get into it with Rami.
Yeah. We'll get into it with Rami. I'm not afraid of the chip leader. Double up. Well, I mean,
if you double up, yeah.
If you look at it this way, if you wanted to go take a loan out from a bank, you don't go to a bank that has less money than you. You go to a bank that has a lot of money, right? So, yeah, don't be afraid of the chip leader.
Well, hopefully you're not going for a loan from the big stack. That means you're giving it back.
It's possible.
With interest.
It's possible, yeah. Or I should say, if you want to rob somebody of money, right?
That's right. There you go.
Who do you steal from? The poor? No, you steal from the chip leader.
Unless you're Robin Hood.
With risk comes reward. With risk comes reward. We got 2 open seats. Let's fill it up with some players. Bring us the action players, please.
Fish only, please.
We're not playing. We don't care.
Send us the fish.
We don't. Oh, we have action. We don't care.
Fish will give us action.
Yeah, fish usually do. Somebody color Rami up. He can't even look at his whole cards.
Well, I mean, it ends at 9, right? Something like that.
He's making a mountain.
Woo! A castle wall, right?
It ends at level
All he needs now is a moat.
No, I agree. 15-minute breaks alone.
Exactly. As long as you can order food here, which you can.
Right.
They're talking about the breaks. We don't need an hour for dinner break. Just give us 20 minutes. I'm ready to play.
I need to just smell the food, sir. He's
I
got
like
to
it.
keep up. You got to keep up your hourly, right?
See that grin and that little happiness? That comes from being the chip leader.
That and picking up pocket queens.
Oh, Lord! The run good keeps on continuing. Someone jams in front of you. He didn't even look at his whole cards yet.
Queens?
I call. Let's go.
Got one over.
Does he?
Ace?
Does he, though?
You have an overcut.
See, I do have an overcut.
He's being optimistic like you
I do
are.
have an overcut.
I have one chance.
You want him?
Oh, he spikes it. You guys with the optimism were so great.
You can't outplay me.
Oh.
Oh, no.
He said he couldn't outplay him, right? I heard that too.
Just because you win 9 out of every 10 tournaments you play doesn't mean you can beat me.
Oof. Little needle after you win the hand. Woohoo!
What a stab.
It's awesome. You know what? Listen, that's part of the game too. Put your chips in. Let the chips do. I mean, if you get lucky, you get lucky. If you don't, oh well. Re-enter, right?
Mm-hmm. Got plenty of opportunities, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
and even though Rami lost that, he's still 369K. What does that matter? What does that matter?
Less than 10% of his stack. Not a big deal.
Stacks or whatever you call it.
Picks up queens again.
Wow, back-to-back queens.
Did she shuffle? We'll know if he picks up ace-10 again. Oh, he's got queen-10. That was close. Oh, no. He has ace-4.
Lion spirit, dead lions.
He's not feeling as lucky. He's doubled up. People change their... But Hugh is ace-jack.
All in. No, I'm just kidding.
That would be funny. He got some raising chips in front of him, right?
Yep.
22,000. Against the average person, that would be a good raise. Against Rami, it's not. So, if you're sitting in Rami's seat right now, what are you thinking about doing? You're 3-betting, right?
5-betting.
The 3-bet? 5-bet.
5-bet.
Four
Put
bet,
100K
5
out
bet?
there. Let's play.
He just flat calls. He didn't do it.
Can't lose twice with the same hand, right?
Or can you?
Oh.
Perfect flop. Perfect flop. Check. See? Good position. Let's go, buddy. Let's go 60K. Half pot, full pot, 25K.
See, after that flop, I'm checking, letting him bet, going all in.
Smooth operated, just flat calls. Doesn't raise. Doesn't show the strength of his hand. I like it.
Might get him in some trouble here.
Maybe.
I'd like a club soda with ice.
Maybe.
These gentlemen want something too.
He doesn't like that turn card, so he's not going to check. I think he's going to put a bet out there. Pot's at 111K. 45 to 50,000 is the bet, I think. 50.
Good job.
I could play this game if I play this game.
You can.
He squirms a little bit. He's going to check his phone to see what he should do. Sir, you can't. Okay, I was about to say you can't use your phone.
He was going to pull out a coin and flip.
Oh, okay. So, Gio really thinks he's at the best hand here. Top pair, top kicker. He thinks Rami's making a move here with a flush draw, straight draw. Oh, you can feel the pressure. He's getting put into the grinder by the chip that are on the table. Tough. This is a tough part of the game. What to do? He said all in?
All in.
Uh-oh!
Call.
Of course it's a call.
Let's
Queen.
see.
Snap call.
Can't lose twice.
Back to back.
Back to back.
See?
It's not fair.
Oh.
He lost. Listen, Hugh.
See? I told you can't lose twice with the same hand.
Well, I wish your theory was right all the time. But that was a good one. Wow.
I hate to trap my buddy, but I have no choice.
Can't always think an ace.
Said, I hate to trap my buddy, but in poker, all is fair and love and more.
Now he's about 500K.
Easily.
550K maybe.
I got 3 seats here.
And 568.
568. Wow.
Somebody get this guy some yellow. Can we just switch them all out for black?
Because I know I felt like.
Are there still blacks in the game?
No.
Okay.
They're still blues though.
Star blues, yeah.
Very well done. Thank you. Very well done.
See how Rami executed that hand? Well, I mean, listen, you kind of say that he played that really well. It just happened that he was lucky to have the player had ace jack top. There, you know what I'm saying? That's just the cooler.
Swan, there's going to be 21 players going to day 2 in this.
You got to know what hands
play.
to play against.
So far, could be more, right? The flight's still open for another half hour.
It was perfect that you got him
Registration's
right
still
back.
open.
There's no way he's putting you on him.
Yeah, it's hard to get.
205 buy-ins at the moment.
Ray 6,000.
Matt coming out with ace 10. Look at Rami, another pocket pair.
23,000.
Not fair. It's just not fair.
Queens, and then jacks.
It's not fair. Come on.
Does Matt think an ace this time?
Not fair. We got a new player at the table. All his chips fit in one hand. No rack for me, buddy. Rami 3 bets to 23K. Now, see, a good player just doesn't want to look. I gotta let it go. That's a good play. Gotta fold. He's gonna show Jack. No, he's about to show. He didn't show him.
Big one.
Said I don't want to see it.
Yeah. But he could have made that move with 7-5 offsuit. I mean, just won a hand, got chips. You know, screw it. That's a problem. You just don't know. You just don't know.
It's a good fantasy to have, you know.
Let's see how tonight goes, and then we'll know a little better of how many players are going to go to day 2.
Right. It's about the same, though. 22, 23 players, right? What are you looking for?
See how many players there are so far.
Oh, yeah, check our clock.
Larry's all in.
You, too, can check the tournament clock.
My big blind. Everyone
Currently 53 players.
Left.
No, total buy-ins for
Oh,
one
the next.
C so
Oh,
far.
okay. You're looking at that clock.
Does he have me covered? Let me see.
We got an all-in player. Sailboats.
70-something players left.
See if he sails away.
9s versus 6s versus 4s.
Turn it up, please.
4s go all in. Rami calls with 9s.
That's another count. That's a new player. Just sat down. First hand. First hand. Casualty of war. Set of 9s.
9.
Write
See
this
another
down
one.
on
We
how to
got
run
one.
good in the tournament.
All
Full
right.
house.
9's full.
That's gross.
Rami might go
This was
in
a bounty
day 2
toss,
as
he'd be
chippier
retired.
if he continues like this.
Oh yeah, 1.2 million.
The traffic on the turnpike was insane.
Wow.
Thank you, my dealer. Where are you going?
Where's my dealer going? No, go! 626,000 chips on this feature table.
Table is gone. I think half the table.
Unbelievable.
That's more than second place.
From yesterday's
From
start.
yesterday.
Yeah, so if he just stopped playing right now, he can come in the top 5. Pretty good.
With 2 more flights behind him.
I'd say that's a very good run.
How many chips you got over there, Rob? You already won the tournament.
Someone said he already won the tournament. Not yet, buddy.
1.2.
You'll have 1.2. Don't worry.
A new player, C4.
Oh, you're halfway there.
Another tournament professional that I know.
Let's see if he can withstand Rami. The wrath of Rami.
They played together before.
Here we go. Trying to get a quick double up.
Wow. Jack 10, right? That's what you're looking at? Justin all in? And we got a call from Ace 4 suited. And Matt
Rami's
called.
like, how do I not call?
Yeah, pretty much. But he doesn't because Matt called and he
Right.
Yeah, that's
He
the
gets
only
to see
reason.
the run out anyway.
Correct.
Free.
Yeah, correct. He knows he's running good, but dealer just sat down and, got to feel it for a little bit. Well, he's thinking about it. We get a mystery hand.
Ace
Might
of hearts.
make a call. That's your go-to card, right? I like it.
Every time there's a mystery.
All right, so it's 3 ways to the flop. Justin's all in for 18K with Jack 10 offsuit. And the flop is not favorable. Ace High is in the lead right now. Matt.
Not 4s. 4s are in the lead.
A pair of 4s, correct. Ace High would have been the same. Why you got to correct me?
He's got a little more than an ace high.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little. Uh-oh. All in.
Ace Jack.
Ace Jack with the heart. Jack 10.
And Ace 4 is in the lead.
Ace no good, sir.
And Ace 4
Wah, wah.
knocks out 2 players. A different card. Matt's like, no, I win.
It almost worked. It almost worked.
I win.
Right, another great guy.
He's shell-shocked. William is like, what's going on?
I don't think he realized he lost.
Yeah, look, wait a minute, dealer, wait. What's going on? Wait.
We can't keep people in their seats long.
I have Ace Jack. I'm supposed to beat Ace 4.
But I have a flush. Oh no, I only have 80%.
All right, that was my listen. I mean, this was great. I wish I was to be here on Sunday. Props out to my friend Rami. Great job, bro. You make poker look easy. Jealous a little bit. And continue success. Have fun, and see you all next time. It's great, Ernest.
You should always put it out after your deal
Thank
coming.
you. All right, let's close up here. Soon. Last string here, Michael. Of this.
Let's get her done.
Flight B, 1B, of our January 300 multi-flight event. And Rami continues to dominate, right?
Yep, Rami is killing it.
Last I checked, he had 300,000 plus.
He has almost 700,000 now.
Get the hell out of here. Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Every person that sits in a chair, Rami beats. And it's not with Ace King.
I bet you be played it.
Ty, I blame you.
No, I had to pick a person to play well and see him on the final table. You're on.
Mio with 8 outs currently with 9-8 suited. Matt in the lead though with 6s. Hey, Matt's stabilized still actually in the mix. Our card is a 4. So now Mio.
You could dodge landmines, Rami.
Is that?
You could dodge the landmines.
Think. Neo hits us straight.
I know you always spend a lot of time with your family.
Like, late range, always.
What time?
I came in like few levels, like not a lot.
Yeah, I like to come in level up.
I had a dentist who was like dental included, and then I had to come over straight. I think I came level 3, 4 something.
I would have been here an hour ago, but I got smoked in traffic. It was so bad. I took the turnpike. I'm done taking the turnpike up.
I don't think Matt fully usually caught there, but yes, he did. You better watch out, bud. Yep, he was now. We got Team Sing right now in the chat. Yeah, I tell you what, man, if you're Team Sing, you're sitting pretty right now. He might be chip leader for this entire event. We don't know exactly because obviously this is one table of 12, maybe 10, 12 tables not currently going. But I'm willing to bet he's in the top 1%.
Eventually. I was considering it.
I know, I saw it. That's what I said.
7 tables left in this flight.
Yeah.
We had a second flight start at 4:15. Got plenty of time to buy in, 11 o'clock. And if you want to ball on a budget, $65 satellite tonight at 6:15. Starting in about half an hour, 40 minutes.
Line went out. What to do? I get it. I just said I feel it. It's not.
Hey, Rob, check.
9,000.
Seven. Rami does have 7 outs, but he's behind right now. He's queen. No, he does.
Picked up 2 more outs on that 7.
And because ace queen is not necessarily a set hand, applying pressure on that. I like what Rami's doing here. Rami is way ahead. What he's doing here, he understands the big picture. He's trying to cut as much as he can because it's very likely to go into day 2. Very likely, barring a miracle in the way. And I think he did not touch it. But Rami could sell on a side. They'll put him in a shot though.
35,000.
See him betting that on a turn.
I don't think it's enough.
Think about it.
I don't think 35 is enough.
No, it's a little bit light. A little bit light.
I think half pot 65 or so, maybe.
Maybe got Matt to say, you know what, we stay away.
Let me see another hand.
Yep, there you go.
You paid to see your hand, Rami. Let's just see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. How do you bet a little more than that? Yeah, I think Matt folds. Because Rami did actually bet on the turn also too. So
you bet the flop, turn, and river.
Yeah, there you go. So
you got 6 and 4 and you got counterfeited with the 7s.
That's what I thought.
Rami's still sitting with about 50% of the chips on the table.
yeah, he's sitting pretty. But again, I think his goal is to get as many as he can, go to day 2 as soon as he gets there. First back.
Guys need anything? All right.
See you downstairs.
Again, shout out to Outside for a job well done today with us.
Oh, tree.
Downstairs to do some cards. And we
Yeah,
wrap up last half an hour, well, not 20 minutes, 19 minutes of the stream here. When we get tomorrow, we're going to have day 1D. If we do want to get this event, you can get it tonight. We just started Flight C about an hour and a half ago here in the throne room. Registration remains open until 11 o'clock tonight. 1D will be tomorrow at 15. You can also satellite in to 1D as well tonight at 6:15 this evening. So lots of options, lots of ways to get this tournament to win. You know, into the 100K guarantee. First place is probably gonna be about $40,000, not more. So that's like a change there, huh? As Maddie's all in with eight suited, Brian's all in on top. The mystery cards. Rami with 9 though. Now this is what gets a little dangerous to Rami now. I know you have the chips. I know you want to stay on the gas.
but there is something to be said about being very careful what you put in the pot now. He calls.
Oh wow.
So he's ahead right now, ahead of Maddie, but we don't know what Ryan has.
Ace something. Ace king.
Ace king. So Rami is ahead. Rami is ahead.
He needs to flop.
Let's see if this works out.
9's my lucky number. Let's see it. Oh.
All right, still ahead.
An 8. He got there.
He got 8.
Again, guys.
So Rami, wow! Again,
Wow.
you get it in good.
Three-way.
You get it in good. You get rewarded. This is what, the third or fourth time this happened where you get rewarded twice on a multiple player all-in situation.
Yeah.
I'm getting called by.
Again, you can't play scared.
Beating my queens.
I'm the only one. I think I'm the only one
at the table.
Whatever Rami lost on the hand with Matt a hand ago, is this game back. Or close to it. So Rami now has nearly 6 minutes in play. My God.
If they bagged right now, he'd be in second.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Down to 5 players at the table. I'm gonna throw the hopefully in a second. So, wow, what a performance from Rami. What a performance. Again, bigger picture. Like, I understand, like, if you're playing a tournament that ends today, like a regular Friday and Saturday tournament, he's probably a little more conservative because he's trying to get the top 10.
Of course, now he picks up king, queen suited.
Right, he understands he's trying to get to day 2 also, and have chips going to day 2. When you get to day 2, you can have another 8 tables also do as well. So, I need enough ammunition to get in there. Mm-hmm. Apex says unfreaking real. Absolutely. I would say from what I've seen in streaming for the last year or so, especially feature tables, this is the most dominant performance I've seen on the stream.
Yeah, he is on an insane heater.
Yeah. Rami raised again, stay on the gas. 16.5. Matt did 3-bet 25K. Rami's gonna call that. I mean, both got suited cards here. Good connectors. Five comes out there.
Open ender for Matt.
Yep. Matt has 11 outs. Rami ahead though, slightly. Checks. First card here is a 8.
Doesn't really help anybody.
Anybody here, so Rami stays ahead. And here's the thing too. Yeah, is there luck involved in this? Rami got a little lucky. Yeah, in some cases, but all this game is luck.
Oh, Matt got there.
Matt got there with a straight.
Rami played it a little too slow.
Yeah. I think Rami's willing to let go of his cards as Matt bets.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
King high isn't too great here.
I'm step hold. And again, additional players now. There's lots of players on this table. Okay, we'll be for 15 minutes until dinner break. We'll be open until the end of dinner break, which is about 45 minutes.
Dinner break?
I think they're shortened. Starting now?
I think it's 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Quick break.
It's not really a dinner break, it's a break.
Yeah. Well, I think the dinner break is 15 minutes now. I think they did that last
I wouldn't even call it dinner break that point. It's a regular break.
Oh, Rami with the 7 deuce.
He's in the blind. Call 4 just to see it. Got the chip for him. You see the big blind. But Jordan raised, so. I mean, I'll call. We have the chips, so I'll call. See a flop. Keep him guessing a little bit.
Why not? Worst case scenario, you lost 5K and you move on to the next one.
Did he re-raise that? No. No, Rami 3-bet him.
Wow.
Applying pressure. Brian's all in.
All in 53. This is
So
Brian's
here's the
first
thing
hand
that,
at the table.
here's the thing though. If you're playing against Rami at this point now, you do have an opportunity to get chips because he's willing to put chips into play. He's got to be like top 2 VPIP at this point, right?
Probably.
Gotta be.
I hope you don't have a pair. I hope you have ace king. That's what I'm hoping for. 63?
I mean, he's not popping in. He's kind of popping in though, because like it's 20,000 more, 4,000 more to call, 30,000 more to call. Sorry.
It's a very interesting call.
Wow. You know what it is? He raised. He got caught in the hand of the cookie jar. All right, 10. There we go.
You know better than
That's 10 markers. Yeah, drawing dead now. 2 pair.
Why are you making a move on us like that?
Why not?
Hey,
Why is he
sometimes you gotta
complaining?
be a donkey.
Here's my thing. Why is he complaining about that? He's just putting chips in the pot. You're winning off of that.
That's the call you
I
want.
don't know why you're complaining about that. If that's what you kind of want that.
That's exactly.
You want Rami to hold his hostage? Or you want to put his chips back?
And he's 10 again.
He has more than half the chips on the table. I mean, if anything, you should be happy that he's calling like things like this because he's opportunity to win some chips in there. I don't understand that.
This is the 4th time I raised with 7 deuce. First time I got caught.
Really?
Against who? I had like 3 times I did it to him. Pretty sick, right? That's pretty awesome. Thanks. So fun.
So we got Jordan with King Jack offsuit. He's going to call.
Previously, tournament was like going crazy.
3,000.
Just for fun.
Raise 65. That's a call. And that's a raise.
Oh, there's a call and then a raise.
65.
Call there. So again, Robbie's involved in his hands.
No, here, swap with me. I want to get you yellow. All set.
Hate making change. Just make it 6,000 and even know.
Here.
Checked out.
We have to have yellow in front. We do. We have to get them.
Flop on 973 here, so that's not really anybody there.
Mostly a whiff.
Yeah, quick with all 5 guys. Robbie's gonna draw though.
There it is. Oh no, never mind.
No, not there yet. Couple of draws though. Matt has a draw. Rami has a draw too as well.
JT is on the same draw as Rami.
Got shot.
5 players, only one with a pair.
Actually, that draw for that Rami's not gonna hurt him because of a 10 last season. No, I'm sorry. No, never mind. He's a jack still.
Who did you push out? You're on break.
Error card is a 5. So there's a chop right there between Rami and JT. Low end chop. It's a chop.
Shove it up, Luca.
Nice hand, guys.
Matt's trying to think of the play-by-play here. What did I do wrong? You let it get to the river.
real one. Scared me.
No, I was actually. I was just kind of speculating. I got stuff. But I still was thinking of pushing. But it came around. But I have a feeling I know when somebody in like seat 9 would call me. That's my problem.
Yeah, those are they calling nano return. Big hand return.
Raise 7,500.
You might see some action in the next like couple minutes here before we go to the break. Players tend to get aggressive before breaks. Although, as you said, because there's no dinner break anymore, shortened 50-minute break, maybe not so much. If the dinner break was almost an hour, there's a little, although we're close here after this break, so technically players don't want to, if they're low stack, they want to buy that game. If they're under 40K, for example,
Gave it away with 7 deuce just now.
say they're sitting at 20K or 30K, they may want to push all in. And,
Yeah, get it in and see what you can do.
Yeah, otherwise
either you double up or you get in
another
a satellite for $65,
Exactly.
or you buy back in for 3.
Yeah, so it can get a little frisky in the next couple minutes before we sign off here.
Love to see it.
Beat my 7 deuce.
It's either going to get super tight or it's going to get super aggressive.
Everybody fold, I'll win.
Raise 75.
Now it's personal.
Re-raise 28.
Now it's really personal.
Break after this, right? That's the end of the race. That's the end of the buy.
I know that monster. Monster, like monster.
7-3.
Do you know anyway? Same way.
Ace queen.
Ace jack, ace king is where?
Oh, in the room. Hey, don't lie. No, I got. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
When you don't have it, you don't have it.
Our definition. You know, 7 deuce I show property. That's true.
Matt picking up the off. Bless you.
7 deuce is the hand of the.
Bless you.
Yeah, no problem. It'll happen
Throw
again.
him with Queen Jack off. Neo with the mystery hand.
I guess Mio's hand. He's thinking about it.
Ace of hearts.
It's a heart.
We should have switched that card out.
Seems like a proper saying here.
Cool. 5, 6, 7. Well,
Alright, let's do this.
change again. I'm doing okay, you know. Have a few chips. I'm about to go home. Then again, I might get lucky.
Like a drum roll.
Chef salad, right?
Salad and a roll. That's
Is
it.
it on? Wow. So new, bro.
75. Well,
That's why I was drum rolling. I thought he was thinking.
yeah, we all thought he was considering. Three players.
Matt picking up aces on that flop. Jordan's looking for a king. If a king comes out, I think we're gonna see some fireworks. 4 and 9. Well, 9 doesn't really help anybody but JT. That's 8,500.
That bet 8.5. AT was need a 9 pretty much.
All 4 of them still left in the deck.
Yes, they are.
If I had anything, you would. I folded ace 3 of hearts, shoving. Anything. Not a good shot. What?
I should check.
I see.
Good call.
I had actually 4 outs, right? That's all I had. So I pulled big ace. You had big ace?
85.
That's why I pulled it.
I had ace 3, but it was in hearts. Full suited.
No. You gave me 100. I gave you change. Yes, I took the 13 out. If that's what you want.
80. Oh, yeah.
I'm all in.
Re-raise all in.
Thank you. I can beat 70.
Oh,
Tommy thinking about making a call here.
Yeah, I'm putting 31,000 more. 29,000 more. Oh, 31,000 more.
31,000 more.
Right. So. Call. I mean, I know he has.
5% of his stack.
Let's find out what
He's got
happened.
an ace of hearts and 10.
Ace of hearts and 10.
8.
He's
That was close.
behind a little bit.
8 on the flop. Right in the window. Oh.
Nope. Still alive though.
Oh,
Still alive though.
10 or an 8.
And that
You can't
will,
beat me.
again, it's,
Another
if
jab
you're low
at
stack on this
Robbie.
table, you're happy he's doing this because you know what? Chips are in play. Chips are still being passed around.
Jordan taking another jab at Robbie.
They're already done, right? Yeah. How long have you been? I mean, it's not time yet.
Oh, I got a couple of hands left here.
It's like 2 minutes behind, so I think it's like right now. Yeah, you said like 1 more minute.
She said something about a time break. That's what I'm asking. Oh, 15 minutes. What if you don't want to eat dinner?
It's a normal rate. If you were to name it, you would name it. I'm going to have to call you this way. If you want to, you're going to have to.
Well,
Coming in?
Yeah.
What if we one more hand?
What if I want breakfast?
No.
All right.
Can't, under no circumstances.
You know, we might have to discuss that.
How much?
85.
Cool. Thought you would try to double up again.
I'm trying.
Last time to revive.
Looks like the last hand of this stream. Looks like it. Ronnie raises once again to 8.5. Towards the call.
Right now with another tournament.
Matt and Jay. Matt's gonna fold that. Jay's next.
You don't want to play too many.
Jay will call about 10-9, one of my favorite hands, 10-9 suited.
Yeah, but it's hard to.
Runners in the day play. We are racing on the blue chips during this break.
3 plays?
Players, if you would be so kind as to use the blue chips on the chat.
6 or 7.
2 clubs.
Jake's a gut shot.
Once again, this break is 15 minutes. 15-minute break.
You're right. You're right.
16-5.
Jordan though with a draw. Rami didn't apply pressure. I respect it.
Players in day 1B, the day tournament registration is officially
They're a little too loose for my taste at the spot, but I get it.
for day 2, or that's our plan. In order to make it day 2, which is an automatic payout, you must survive the day 1 flight. 21 players of 53,259 in the prize pool. Please also note, yellow 25,000 chips have been introduced. If you happen to have them, please keep it on top or in front of your stack for easy viewing.
What did he say? He doesn't see?
We have another player, guys. Okay.
Sorry, I shot him twice.
Jordan taking a good amount of time to think about this, leading into the break here.
Oh, chips.
I think his thought is I either put it all in or I
Yeah. So Jordan he has chips to play to rest of the tournament, but this could be a hand where he can chip up big and sustain himself to day 2, or hell, take a chance, put it all in, and you lose, you go buy more. He's basically chasing the club. He knows if the club hits there, he's pretty much golden. No one has ace club, so that's his frame of mind. And again, in fact, it is a clean board now curls.
I think that's a good lay down.
Yeah.
Lay it down.
He's behind.
See another hand.
He's behind.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had a flush draw.
All right, that's our last hand of the stream. I guess that'll do it for us here at
I
PBKC
still have to
Live.
hit to win.
That was a really good stream.
I enjoyed it.
Aggressive action.
I enjoyed
It was
it.
pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what's the webcam here. There's a current chip count there, of course. Oh yeah. I forgot I can use that thing. I keep forgetting. We're back. So again, once again, shout out to all the entire staff tonight. Of course, us too. You know, we got Outside earlier today. Brent and Gene today, of course, behind the PCQs. All the deals out here today as well too. Don't forget.
Everybody did a great job. That was a really fun tournament to watch. Fun feature table.
Exactly. We do have 2 more opportunities now to get into this event, to get to the multi. Because flight B now officially closed now. You can either well, actually 3 times. I'm sorry, three. So yeah, you can either A, get into flight C, which is going right now, 2 hours in. Registers till 11 o'clock tonight. B, get into the satellite. It's my way to do it, of course. You know, the more frugal way of doing it.
That starts in 10 minutes.
10 minutes from now. $5 buy-in. Or C, play tomorrow. Again, tomorrow, flight D, 11:15.
Or play them all.
Play them all. So anyway, that's it for me. Anything else you want to add to this before we go?
Nope, that's all. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for everybody for watching. Hope you guys have a great night.